There we go.
All right, welcome everyone to the Terrace, the Trojan Trench. So we get ready for this varsity doubleheader between two Hoosier North Athletic Conference opponents, the Triton Trojans and the Culver Lady Cavaliers. As these two schools get ready to start, we'll have the girls to start here tonight. Triton, of course, coming into the year, kind of a tough year for them, 2-16 on the season, and Culver having a nice season for themselves, 10-7, winners of their last 4 games. As these two teams get ready to go, Abby, there's a lot of things you're going to see real quick. I know we only got like a minute 10 here, but Culver's a very athletic group. We saw them during volleyball, and these girls, that athleticism really translates to the hardwood.
Absolutely. These girls, we saw, like you said in volleyball, like keynotes, because these girls are all-around athletes. Coming from a small school just like us, all-around athletes are key, and that's where they get a lot of their athleticism from. Here, coming off of Triton tonight, coming off of Winamac last night, no, you didn't get it, but you have to see what you still did good, and you really just got to listen to your coaches and piggyback off of what they did, off of what they're saying.
For this group going down there, 3 out of their last 5 games, under 16 or less turnovers. Their turnover margin is starting to drop. Now they just need those shots to drop. They need to start getting more quality shots to fall into the basket.
Absolutely, and we sit here and we were talking about attempts last game, and these girls, they're taking them. They were 80 shots at Winamac. Like, that's a lot coming out of these girls. Now you're just looking for where it's going to fall for them, where they're going to find their shots, and what's smart to take and what's not, and that's what they've really been working on.
So about 17 seconds away, we'll have the national anthem followed by the starting lineups right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the Culver Cavaliers and your Triton Trojans Blue Switch. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome Culver as our guest at tonight's contest. We ask that all fans and players demonstrate an attitude of respect and good sportsmanship throughout today's contest. Your cooperation and positive support is greatly appreciated. Now please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as the Triton Pep Band plays our national anthem. Coaches Adam Neace. Now, get on your feet. Get ready to meet your Triton Trojans Blue Switch. At guard, number 2, Sierra Holly. guard, number 3, Chloe McKinney. At guard, number 4, Miley Groves. At forward, number 24, Avery Beers. And at forward, number 32, Sydney King. Varsity is coached by Ashli Faulkner.
All right, the starting lineup's out there for both sides as they get ready to go here. A lot to like about, like this said, this Culver group. I mean, watch them on film. They are a lot of fun to watch. They're quick, they're fast, long, athletic. Triton also a team that has that athleticism. Just need to find who's going to have that it factor for them here tonight.
Absolutely. We've seen it from a ton of girls. We've seen it from Sydney King leading. We see Avery Beers leading with their words out there on the floor. Gracie Riffle pulls these girls up. Miley Groves takes control. We've seen a lot of different girls step up and play for their team. Who's going to be that voice for the team that keeps them locked in really this entire game?
So Veers and Williams set off, and we're underway here from the Trojan Trench, and it's a fight for the basketball right off the tip.
So what's the jump
ball? So is it a re-jump?
It's got to be.
Are they gonna say Miley's like they're telling Miley she's gonna do the jump? She goes, no, I'm not going out there. No.
Never seen that before.
She said I won't jump. She said no. I could read her lips. She said no.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Culver controls the tip. Barrett now tries to feed underneath. Holly knocks it away, and Triton comes away with the turnover. Sierra works it to the right side to Miley Groves on the right wing. Feeds it down into Veers outside the elbow. Good ball movement here to start. Skips it across the way. Now down to Veers' side of the lane. She's trying to back down, trying to get some space. Up top to Groves with the up fake. Works it back to one more pass. Sydney King, corner three on the way. Count it! The assist to Chloe McKinney. And that right there is what you want to see. But Triton has got to sustain that the whole way through.
Absolutely. And you're Triton here. You hit that three, yes. But now you have to find those openings and dribble in there. Mix up your game with them.
Williams up off the mark. No good. Sydney King gets the rebound. Of course, Ashli Faulkner coaching against a team where she cut her teeth coaching. Too far of a lead pass underneath the Veers. And the Cavaliers take back over. Of course, Adam Neace still looking for his first win against Triton. His second season. I go to work. Barrett with the ball on the outside. Works it here to the near side to McCune. Back to Barrett. I try to work the perimeter, try to see if they can get something opened up in the middle. Bryn Barrett now skips it across way to her sister, and she'll try a corner three to answer back, and does. Long pass, but Bryn Barrett put it over there right on the money. Hawley with the ball now. Goes to Groves inside the three-point line, kicks it outside to Sydney King. King now, she'll skip it across the way. That's all right if you can do those skip passes, but you got to get them on point. You can't let those passes really catch a lot of air.
Absolutely, and if you're the other team, you have to watch where they're at in the game because this Culver team is way faster than what these girls think, and they're right in those passing lanes.
Sydney King connects on another three, and Triton back out in front by a basket. And right, you're seeing that ball movement now, but what we were seeing here early. One haven't had a lot of adversity, but yet their ball movement has been on point. And Barrett can answer right back. It's a three-point shooting contest here in the first couple minutes.
And one thing these girls are doing better than what we saw at Winamac was that ball handling. I talked to a lot of the girls after the game. I said, where was it? We had no ball handling, not really much ball strength either.
McCune knocks it away. They're trying to save it to keep it alive. McKinney is there to get the loose ball. Back of the Trojans. That's where it comes down to is that ball movement's got to really set up your offense. Set up those nice shots we talked in the pregame. Holly underneath, fighting through traffic, lost control of the basketball, knocked away. It'll stay right here in the inbound from their own baseline. King now goes out to Holly, back to King. Good close out there by Amaya Williams.
Amaya Williams there is going to be a great matchup for our post tonight as she is one strong girl.
Groves on the outside. Back to Veers in the middle. Good heads-up play there by Brooke Davis. Get there and force the jump ball. Continue to play with that sense of urgency, you know, that you saw earlier. I mean, not rushing yourself, but yet playing with enough urgency to keep that ball movement crisp. Good feed to Sierra Holly, and one opportunity coming off the assist on the inbound.
First foul of the game is going to
That's good. We got
number 30, Ashlyn Barron. Sierra Holly to the line, shooting 2.
Gracie Riffle going to check in.
just one, right? Just one?
Connects the 3 points the old-fashioned way. It's a game of threes here tonight. And now Triton going to turn up the pressure in the full court. Good job by the Cavaliers to break the press. Barrett now here on the near side corner. Gives it for McCune. They'll work out of trouble. Barrett now works across to Davis. Feeds it to Williams underneath. She'll go up. Can't get that one to connect. Gets her own rebound. Put back. No good, but she goes to the line for 2.
Triton's first foul on Chloe McKinney.
Of course, it's going to be a varsity doubleheader tonight. Don't get to have. We'll have that again next Tuesday against the same school next for Bi County.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So this is a preview what you're going to see for Bi County. So Maya Williams settles in, missed the first free throw. Second one on its way. Off the mark, no good, and Gracie Riffle tracks down the rebound. Full rolls left, leaves it low for Holly. She tracks it down. Official said it was a double dribble call. Must have changed her hands kind of in a way where we couldn't see it. But it didn't look like she changed hands. But
No.
like I said, down there it's a whole different view than what we can see up here. Nadia Stetler looking to check back in. Got to play in that first game back last night. Good to see her back. Amaya Williams at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Barrett. Now down to Davis. Trying with his zone defense. Moving well. Up on their toes here tonight.
Absolutely. Really pushing Culver back beyond that arc without beyond that shooting range. Sorry there.
McCune on the elbow, back out to Williams. Davis patrols the baseline. McCune pull-up jumper from the mid-range. Can't get that one to drop in. And Chloe McKinney fights and gets the defensive rebound. Good job to put on the ball. Close, almost lifted that pivot foot. That was close. Holly now up top. Goes to Veers, the free throw line. Pull-up jumper side of the lane. It's up, no good. Rebound, Brooke Davis. Q now settles down. Goes to Barron on the right wing. But Triton doing a nice job taking away that middle. That's going to be huge tonight against Culver. That gives you a chance. Yes, force him to shoot it. But good move there. Blocked by Veers. Nadia Stetler and Miley Groves checks in on behalf of Chloe McKinney and Avery Veers, who just had that big block. But that's going to be huge. Continue to take away that middle and really kind of force them to shoot the ball. Let me tell you, Culver can still shoot the ball, but
Oh, yeah.
but it's a lot easier to make those inside the paint shots than it is on the outside sometimes.
Absolutely.
And trying to get called for a foul.
Foul's going to be on Gracie Riffle. It'll be her first, Triton's second.
Fouls on number 5, Gracie Riffle.
Triton right now 5 points off of turnovers. It's big. Brianna Schlimmer checks in for 32. Maya Williams goes outside to Barrett. McCune now, she's got a look. Good move there, up in. Can't get it to drop in on Maya Williams. Gets the rebound and draws the foul.
Foul will be on Miss Nadia Stetler. It'll be her first, team's third.
Can't say how happy I am to see Nadia back and playing. That's,
oh my goodness!
That's a tough goal of getting hurt on your senior year, missing a lot of time. And I talked to Ashli the last game against Oregon Davis, and she goes, she was even trying to shoot left-handed to try to get back in the game.
She was trying everything she could.
And Amaya Williams gets our first interchange of the score. That wasn't a 3.
No.
There wasn't 3 points. Sydney King.
Did she make the first one?
She missed this first one. Made the second. Gracie Riffle for 3. Can't drop it in. Stetler trying to box out, and Williams gets the loose ball. Now she'll heave it up the floor. Nice play by Gracie Riffle. Tips it to Miley Groves. Those active hands are going to be important here tonight.
Avery Viers looks back to check in.
King now scanning. Got to get rid of it. Got to get rid of it. A miscommunication.
And see, right there with these girls, I've talked to Coach Ashli quite a bit last night and all in general. One thing she really wants her girls to start taking away is you're up there. Yes, we are a 3-point shooting team for some of our girls. We can hit them down and do what we need to do beyond the arc. But when you have that opportunity, you're stuck there and you have your dribble, take it into them a little bit. See what they're going to do for you. They don't really test those waters of driving the baskets with with other teams.
You need to trust your, like I said, for these girls, just to trust your ability, be confident in what you're out there doing. You're playing varsity basketball. I mean, it's in this group here, like I said, once they believe in that confidence and it takes over, as Barrett tries a 3 and connects. Talk about confidence. Culver's back out in front. And that's what you see when it comes to having confidence in your ability playing basketball. I mean, sometimes ability doesn't always win out. It's the hard work and trying to figure out that work is what usually wins out. Culver comes away with the turnover as Barrett up past the half-court line. On the right side. Goes out. Schlimmer will try a 3. Count it. Woo. And Culver going on a run.
You're Triton here. You're in this offensive possession. You need something and change. It can be a layup. It can be a foul into a free throw. But you need to score something off of this. Well, prayers answered. You need to score something off of this to stop that run and take that momentum back away from them.
This is going to be a key inbound right here. You get yourself set, the off-ball movement, know where your assignment's at, and get moving.
Absolutely. You have to have a plan with what you're going to do to execute this.
Be strong with your screens. Ooh.
I think
That was close. Riffle for 3, too strong from the corner. Avery Viers tracks down the offensive rebound. And those are the kind of hustle plays there you're going to see from these two guys here tonight. Stetler on through, lost the dribble off her side of her leg. Sierra Holly fighting for it. Good hustle there, and it'll be a jump ball, and the Cavaliers take over. But that kind of hustle, you keep that intensity up for 4 quarters, you're going to keep yourself in the ball game.
Absolutely. And one thing already I'm loving that I'm seeing much more tonight than last night. These girls started off strong, and they are staying strong within their play. Yes, Culver's going on a little bit of a run here, doing what they need to do, but Triton right there is doing what they need to get a stop on this team and get it back into their momentum.
And for both sides here tonight, I mean, the big thing's going to be is that confidence because now you're in that final push, and you need to have momentum going into sectional play.
Absolutely.
Schlimmer for 2. Another hit for her. She's 2 of 2 from the field here in this first quarter, and Culver comes roaring back on a 9-0 run. And she stepped out of bounds. Let's turn it over.
We talked about that before this game even started, is how athletic and how fast this Culver team is going to come out and come pushing.
Brooke Davis and Madeline Hamilton both check in. Official checking team fouls up on the shot clock.
All right.
He's doing his due diligence, make sure everything's right. Nothing wrong with double checking. Ask Caden. There's nothing wrong with double checking. Rose trying to get freed up. Here comes the trap. Someone's got to recognize. Here, 2 players on 1. Someone's got to be free. Holly uses the screen to her left, dribbles them down to the baseline, trying to stop and go underneath, but she's going to step on the line, out of bounds. Kind of a tough place to go when you kind of get yourself down there in that baseline. There was not a whole lot of help there, and Culver did a nice job using that sideline as another defender.
That baseline can either be your best friend or your worst enemy in a game like this. Just depends on the way you approach it.
Spoken like a true post player. McHugh now, top of the key. In the corner, Schlimmer's on fire. Can't get that one to connect. Stetler with the rebound, 2 seconds on the clock. Triton's going to run out of time here. And Miley Groves will heave it. It won't quite connect. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Culver leads 15-9. We'll take a break. Be back for the second quarter right after this.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, second quarter about to get underway. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here tonight, Abby Veers. We got Chris running our sideline, Silas running our photography, Travis running main camera, Caden's doing music or something over there, right? He's doing something. And then, of course, Leah and Claire doing our stats. And as always, the Hall of Famer Orion Lindler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network. You saw a lot of good things out there. Triton got out to that 9-6 and those first few baskets trading back and forth on the outside. But now you need to settle down, run your offense, because Culver did a nice job. I mean, they got down and they came roaring back.
Absolutely. And Triton here, you're coming out of this break with the possession of the ball. Right here, you want to score fast and score hard and really shake up these Culver girls going back.
And you got to watch some turnovers. You got to slow it down a little bit. You got 8 turnovers in that first quarter. Be smart, be strong with the basketball. McCune takes it away. A nice hustle play by Nadia Stetler to right the wrong and get the ball back. Volley now goes to Riffle. Avery Veer sees a lane underneath, goes up strong with it, but can't get that little bounce to go in. But nice job to be strong with it in her trip to the line there.
Fouls on number 32, Brianna Schlemmer. Avery Veer's at the line, shooting 2.
That will be her first?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait a minute. No, it's her second.
I was going to say that should be the
Cavaliers
second.
number 51, Amaya Williams. And for the Trojans, Sydney King and Chloe McKinney.
Here's Connects, 1-2 on that trip. And trying for them, the free throw line, they've been productive from there. Just got to continue to shoot with confidence. Last night was just a rough night for them at the free throw line.
See, that word comes up a lot when we talk about these girls, and what they need the most is just the confidence in the game and the confidence in themselves to come out here and play this game.
They're capable.
Absolutely.
Ollie, head of steam, confidence, it's up and in. Right on cue. And that draws them within a one-possession game. Davis tries to go to McCune, but nice play by Avery Veers to knock it out of bounds. And that pressure, read those passing lanes, trust your legs to get yourself there.
Absolutely.
After Culver's, just need to settle in. Triton going on a little bit of a advantage here to start the quarter on a 3-0 run. Ooh, Barron, don't pull that pivot foot.
Oh, she was real close to that line.
I would have done it.
I would have done it.
Barrett now on the right wing goes to Williams. Good backdoor feed to Brooke Davis, and she'll get fouled. Now Sydney has
I was
a
going
foul.
to say, there's a foul for Sid. It'll be her first, team second of the quarter.
Fouls on number 32, Sydney.
Oh, they fixed it up there, so now she is 2.
And Davis connects on the first.
Brooke Davis is at the line for the Cavaliers.
So her first trip, the only other Cavalier to make it to the free throw line here this first half. Ashlyn Barrett checks in, talented freshman. Bryn was amazing as a freshman. I think Ashlyn. I think she's going to be a tough player.
Absolutely. I've watched this girl.
Ollie again with another steal. Up the floor. Here comes Barrett from behind. Can't draw the foul. Rebound there by Gracie Riffle. Gets it outside. Now Triton's got to reset.
Great job right there by Gracie Riffle, realizing you're stuck and you're in a pickle. Pull yourself back out and give yourself a chance.
Chris almost got in the action there as Riffle flies out of bounds. Foul on Culver.
Yeah. Amaya Williams will pick up her first. Culver's second.
Full scanning. One in the middle there. Has to go somewhere, but 5 seconds. Didn't get rid of it in time. Had Chloe McKinney right there just for a brief window. Didn't react quick enough.
And see, that's what these girls need to see. You have that window there. You're there. We're not talking about forcing it, but you see that, you go for it. You can't leave room for hesitation because by the time you blink, that opportunity for you is gone.
McCune on the sideline stops, goes back outside to Barrett. Brooke Davis now goes to Maya Williams underneath. Out to McCune. Out to Barrett. Goes outside. Brooke Davis trying to skip it away. Culver with these long skip passes, but on point. Triton needs to hold their water here defensively. Davis on the baseline. Here comes the double team. Chloe McKinney doing a nice job switching on defense. Good, nice job by Sydney King to knock away. Avery Veers reaches in there, forces the jump ball. And it seems like the strength with hands, the trust in yourselves and everybody on the floor tonight really showing bright for Triton here in this first half.
Absolutely.
And Culver doing a nice job just as well. Bryn Barrett for three, can't drop it in. Riffle reaches to the top shelf to bring that one down.
She was reaching high for that one.
Splits the two defenders when Barrett falls on it, but I think that initial Riffle tried to go down there to the ball, going to get called for the foul. Right idea with their aggressiveness, just not the right way to land, unfortunately.
Yeah. The foul is going to be on Miss Gracie Riffle. It will be her second.
Miley Groves checks in for her, and I know Gracie's beating herself up about that,
yes.
but this is a young, like I said, there's some of these younger players that I think this year of this getting fed through the fire hose as a varsity player is going to be you're going to see it come to fruition here these next few years.
Oh, absolutely. And I was talking about this last night.
Hits that one. Trying to need an answer for this double team up here in the top. Got to go to her and help. Williams there to get the pass. When Triton sees that trap, you got to come out and help that weak side.
Absolutely.
Got to help your ball handler up out there. Ashlyn Barron for three. Can't get that one to connect. Williams knocks it out of bounds. Triton takes back over.
One thing I saw last night that I was talking once again to Ashley about was how these girls last night, you kind of picked up on how they were a little shy away from the physicality of the game last night. And I was sitting here saying, I was like, we can't do that. When you're in this game, it's basketball, it's not wrestling, but there is physicality in it, and you've got to be not afraid to go up into those girls to get yourself a shot.
Well, Chris wasn't quick enough to get away from the front of the camera, but Triton will turn it over. I had that problem last night. Uh-oh, a conversation. Tiff's not sure about. Ashli Faulkner pleading the case that the ball should be theirs.
Nope.
So Culver hangs on to it. Nearing the halfway point here in this quarter. 6 points scored between the two schools, and then a foul call.
It will be on Sydney King. It is going to be her second.
Team's
Fourth
or third?
I think it's third.
Oh, I thought.
1, 2. Oh, I can't count that. It resets. I don't know what I'm doing.
Leads to Amaya Williams trying to find somewhere to go with it. Finds Brooke Davis. Now to Barrett. And Barrett steps into a three. Can't hit that one off the far iron. A nice job by Avery Veers to get the hands on the ball there, but not really go out attacking the body, getting the hands on the ball.
Absolutely. It was very clean jump ball there.
And that's tough. I'm telling you, Brooke Davis is really tough down there in the paint. Those two are going to go back and forth all night.
Absolutely.
Right idea by Veers to force it up the floor. Oh, hard foul. I think Amaya Williams had the right idea there. I think the two players was just kind of. I don't think
kind of aggressive, not aggressive, but like they both just kind of hit each other at the same time.
I don't think she was expecting Avery to put on the brakes that quick.
No.
So Amaya Williams, that's a big foul. So she'll sit for a little while with those two fouls. Up high to McKinney. The Groves feeds it to Veers inside the free throw line. Goes to Nadia Stetler on the outside. Miley Groves, good feed down to Avery Veers. Now it's got a battle.
Ashli Faulkner there trying to get a timeout.
Oh, McCune with a nice lead pass to Barrett. Leaves it for Brooke Davis. Up on top, Schlimmer by herself. She's hit from earlier. Can't get that one to connect. It doesn't quite hit the rim.
They don't quite trust her being all alone out there. She's proven herself within the first couple minutes of her just stepping foot on this floor.
Those players usually seem to wear those long sleeves. They're always the ones that seem like they can hit.
Oh, she comes out. She radiates that confidence off of her. Like, I got this.
Love the confidence on both sides here. Groves top of the key. Now goes to McKinney down in to Stetler and can't track it down this time. Chris got a hand on it. Maybe we got to start doing drills around like everybody else at pregame and bouncing the ball in front of the camera to get their attention. Can I lead a practice with that? I mean, I'm serious. I can have some fun with this.
Ryan said not with a real camera.
We'll just give him a tripod.
There you go.
We'll put a box up there. Remember how Trent had the box with all the holes in with the masking tape? We're going to do the same thing. Bear now top of the key. Working left, hands it off to McCune. Oh, good move. Pull-up jumper from the mid-range. Off the iron, no good. Tipped around. Ashlyn Barron got a hand on it, but couldn't quite track her. Trying to hit it out to a teammate, but no one's home. Hey, you know, Trent's done with school. He could bring some pretty good ideas into those practices. Groves puts on the break. Good fake up to Veers, and she'll draw a foul.
Right there, like Miss Faulkner said, for Avery Veers to come in right behind Miley Groves. As she's going up, she put the brakes on. Avery Veers was right there trailing her, right where she needed to be.
And that's what you want to see. Fast break, fill the lanes properly. But now, got to hit your free throws. Avery's down there. A couple of those mistakes.
Watch out.
1 for 4 on the night. Barron to Barron again. Kuhn. Players collide and knocks out of bounds. Miley Groves got a hand on it. I'm looking at here. McCune only a freshman. Okay. A foul call here coming on trying as Barrett receives the ball.
Foul is on number 24, Avery Veers.
I would have, it looked like, okay. So Veers called for the foul.
Both teams right now coming into 2 minutes left on the quarter, 1 away from the bonus.
Adam McCune drives, tries to kick it out, and a foul call.
Foul's on number 4, Miley Groves. Ava McCune at the line, shooting 2.
So McCune gets off the mark. Oh, I thought that was going to be off the
You
mark.
can see it on her face. She goes, "Oh my goodness."
And you want to see players like that, no, go up there and you don't hit those free throws. And that one banks it in. Backboard's there. It's all right to use it. Now Triton's got numbers the other way. Got to push. And Ashli Faulkner going to take our first time out of the game. She's going to take a full timeout. Two teams pretty even in the rebound battle. Triton now lead 8-6. But for Triton, that turnover, that 15-point, they're at that 15-point spot. I mean, now you're going to definitely be over that mark for the day. This is where you need to get your ball control under control here in this one, because you see some nice things for Culver. They're doing some nice things moving the ball.
On behalf of the Triton School Corporation.
No, absolutely. Culver came out here with a plan on what to do against Triton. You see them executing it to their full potential. For Triton here, 19 to 12 here. Of course, you don't want the girls here looking at the scoreboard. Looking at the scoreboard here for us, 19 to 12, that's not a bad game. Like, these girls have to realize that if they pick up their aggression, it's just going in their confident level, like we've said repeatedly, it is going to push these girls over the edge and hopefully into.
And this group, if they keep themselves in that conversation,
Yes.
you got turnovers, but you're out rebounding. The hustle plays are there. Those hustle plays are going to keep. They're going to start. It's going to start clicking. And when it does, you're around, and if Culver makes a key mistake, you're in the ball game because Culver, that's how they got out in front. You know, they weren't shooting. I mean, they weren't shooting it real well. Things were not really going their way. But then once they continued to hustle, kept persistent in their approach, then you saw them jump out in front with a big lead.
Absolutely.
Now a little bit of a zone defense being played by the Cavaliers. Across the way, Miley Groves by herself, dials a three, connects. Another assist to Chloe McKinney. She's got 3 of those tonight. 4-point ball game. Barron underneath, goes to Brooke Davis underneath. Outside, Schlimmer. Triton goes back the other way. Groves now at the basketball. Puts on the brakes, leads it down into Nadia Stetler. Here comes the double team, and Stetler trying to go up with it and gets fouled. Foul's going to be on Brooke Davis. So now both teams in the bonus here for the next 56 seconds. So connects. No doubt in that shot. And she'll connect on the second one. She tickles the twine. 2-point ball game. 55 seconds to go here in the half. That goes to McCune. Schlimmer on the right wing. Up high, McCune tracks it down. Takes a quick look at the clock. Schlimmer picked up her dribble now. Goes to Barrett. Trying to fight for position. Shot up, no good. Barrett with the rebound. It'll be a kick ball. Goes out of bounds, they'll stay right here.
If you're Triton girls, you see here, you're under a minute, you're at 25 seconds here. You want to do everything in your power to keep these Cavaliers from scoring and take that ball back in transition and put yourselves hopefully at a tie game.
I think trying the big thing here defensively, keep this a one-possession game going into the half. Don't have to score to tie, but try to keep yourself in the conversation. You need that momentum. A big stop here will do that to the halftime locker room. And if you're Culver, needing a basket, do the same thing. I got to get moving. 2 seconds on the clock. Running out of time. 1 second. Not going to have time for a three, but McCune's going to get it off and hits it. I didn't think she got off it. Oh, she did. She got it. She did. Oh, what a shot from McCune.
You know what? You give it to her. Triton here, we're talking about keeping it under. No, you pat her on the back for the.
Absolutely. That was a deep three. So Statzel, let's see if he get pushed across. No, that's the other one. So we'll have to work on that. Oh, Ryan's going to work on. Well, we'll have those there for the second half. So we'll take a break back for halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Terrace of the Trojan Trench. Andy O'Hara alongside me here tonight. Abby Veers, we got Silas, Travis, Caden, and Chris. And our student crew, we got Clara and Leah doing stats for us over there tonight. And of course, as always, the Hall of Famer Orion Lund. They're here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network as these two schools get ready to battle a big three at the end there for McCune. Really kind of gave them a jolt.
Absolutely.
We'll see if that matters here and how Triton responds coming out of that break there at halftime.
Absolutely, and if you're Triton here, you have to be able to come out this second half. Okay, you're not within repair. You're not in repair. Like if you're Triton here, you're coming out and you're fighting, and you've got to realize, yeah, they're ahead. We're coming back harder. We're coming back stronger. This third quarter it's a love-hate quarter because it can either dominate you or destroy you. And right now, Triton, you want to make it your best play to where you put up those beyond 15 points.
You know, and they won that quarter. Right now, you need to win this third quarter. Whether that be you put up 15, 20 points, you don't have to do that here in the third quarter. You need to find a way to match that energy. Come out the way you did in that first quarter. You come out with that same energy. Treat this as a different tip-off and come out and play with that same energy as the start. And I think good things will come your way at the end because that's how Culver's going to come out here in this third quarter.
Absolutely. We have talked about that before. Just early on, keeping that energy the entire game. Kind of saw it fall off there in that second quarter. You want to see this third quarter really bring it back to life.
All right. So Brooke Davis, McCune, Williams back in with those 2 fouls. Of course, the Barrett sisters out there for Culver. Groves, King, Veers, Holly, and McKinney, the 5 out there for Triton here to start the second half. Barrett leads it down into Amaya Williams, who sat with those 2 fouls for a little while. Her presence is needed back down there in the post for this Culver team. Triton did a nice job taking that middle away. They got to continue with that pursuit here in the second half. Left it wide open, and Williams right there. That's why you cannot lose track of her in the post.
Absolutely.
She'll make you pay for it. She did. Here's it's a hard screen now to Sydney King. Now Culver going to pressure that three-point line, try to force the shooters away from that three-point look.
And if you're Triton here, you see that. You want to take the ball into them. Draw that foul or just get yourself in there. Don't shy away just because they're putting pressure on you. Utilize it.
All good recognition. Got a dribble back. Now to King. Leads it down into Veers in the middle of the lane. Trying to fight through. Lost the basketball. It was out of bounds. Culver takes over. So McCune up the floor. Works it right. Barrett with it, leads it down to Maya Williams. Knocked away by Avery Veers. Good heads-up play. The ball's loose. And over and back. I know where Neace is going to say where they're at, but the Culver player did touch that before.
Absolutely. There was a tip, but it was Culver's last possession.
Of course, this coaching staff doing a nice job for Culver this season. Really catapulting their win total from a season ago. Sydney King underneath, can't get that one to connect. Barrett back up the floor, has McCune in transition. Goes to Bryn Barrett. McCune now top of the key, scanning, back to Barrett in the corner. Feeds it to Williams underneath. And Ashlyn Barrett by herself for 3. Can't track it down, or can't get that one, but Barrett, or her sister, tracks it down. And Holly intercepts it. One-on-one fast break. What are we going to do here? Holly spinning up and draws the foul. Right idea there. If you didn't have your left, bring yourself back around. Hope that defense is coming across here. Maybe have a chance to draw a foul.
Absolutely.
Foul's on number 30, Ashlyn Barrett.
That foul is going to be for Ashlyn Barrett. Her second foul, team's first.
We're going to have more little kids playing tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The third graders.
I really wish I would have got a roster list. They all don't wear numbers, so I can't really call it.
I don't know how you would call it.
Oh, I call it. Hey, I call Chuck a duck. I can do anything. Holly, empty trip from the free throw line. Triton struggling there from the charity stripe here. This ball game goes out of bounds. I like this. Ashli Faulkner right into their full court pressure defense.
Absolutely, because you saw how effective it was to these girls to really disrupt that full court or break that they really run.
You saw it there as Holly got a piece of it. She's got a fingertip on it, but you got to continue that pressure.
It keeps going out, it'll keep going out. But as these girls got to see, it'll
Right
disrupt them.
Avery
On
Veers knocks it
cue.
away. Back to Miley Groves by herself for three. Can't get that one too long of a shot. Ashlyn Barrett gets the rebound. 2-on-3 fast break. Good feed to McCune, up and in, and draws the foul. Freshman to freshman, what a play there.
Ava McCune's basket is good.
And Bryn Barrett is going to check in. Going to check in for Brooke Davis. Trying to say who came off the floor.
Sister's about to run out too.
Can't get 3 points the old-fashioned way. Two will stay up there on the board. Culver right now with the only points scored here in this quarter. Triton needing to answer here on this possession. Comes the trap. Someone's got to come to help her. A foul call.
And see right there with Grubbs, you see that you're getting close to that line. Absolutely. Go into those girls. Don't lower your shoulder. Don't make it messy on yourself. But go into those girls. Draw that foul or get right past them.
And that's the right thing to do.
McCune will be the foul call there, her first.
Team's second of the quarter. McKinney now goes to Holly. Now feeds it to Veers in the lane. Goes with the runner up. No good. Amaya Williams with the rebound. Barron on the outside, crosses it over top of the key. Looking down underneath there. Veers and Williams battling. Yeah, I got to get on that little kind of a wrap around there.
Foul's going to be on Veers.
Avery Veers.
Ashlyn goes out to Bryn. She'll try a three, can't connect. And a good hustle rebound by McCune, but jump ball's the call, and Triton takes over. McCune, a nice player, only a freshman. There's a lot of young players for both sides. There's a lot of, I think we're going to see some good basketball between these two schools here coming in the coming years.
Oh. Miley Groves there kind of saved herself from her mistake there on the half court.
Gets the loose ball, now goes to King. Trying to settle down. Let their offense take shape. Ooh, going to get called for Ashlyn Barrett on a foul.
They'll put Barrett with her third. Team's third.
There goes Avery Veers, drives, pull-up jumper from the mid-range, can't connect, gets her own rebound. And McKinney outside to Groves.
McKinney right there. You want to see her just kind of catch that ball, rip through that baseline, get past those girls.
Ashli Faulkner trying to get them focused in, say, hey, you're all right. Just keep playing defense.
Absolutely. You keep playing defense, your offense is going to come right with you. Triton here.
Oh, they're going to change the call.
Oh.
The officials say that it went off of Culver.
Okay.
So the call flips.
If you're Triton here, you're needing somebody to lift that lid. You're about halfway through here, and you have not scored a bucket yet.
Down to Holly, and a foul call.
That's on Schlim.
Oh, nope, it's going to be on Amaya Williams.
That still puts her with her third as well.
Team's
fourth.
So they have one foul to, they have no fouls to give, really.
Nope.
Groves now, she'll try the up fake, tries to thread the needle. Veers underneath to King, outside Sierra Holly. She'll try a three, count it! And that's the basket Triton in. Now they cut that lead down to 6.
Absolutely, and you have Ashli Faulkner there yelling out, play D, get tough on these girls. Put that pressure back on them. You have that bucket, force a turnover and get that transition. Ooh.
Williams goes inside to McCune, now to Schlimmer. Schlimmer gets it back, skipping it over here to Barrett. Looks for Williams underneath.
Chloe McKinney. Checking in for the Cavs, number 40, Brooke Davis. For the Trojans, number 5, Gracie River.
I think Culver's in this locker room because they're down here.
Yeah, I think they're down there, so they got to go the other side. A nice job by McKinney to get through.
Foul call. Foul's going to be on Barron. That puts her with her 4th.
And now they're in the bonus, so Chloe McKinney's going to get to shoot free throws.
Big foul for Barron as she will most likely. She's got to get back on the floor.
So some confusion down here on the scorers table.
No, he wasn't calling in the.
Oh, yeah, she needs to wait to come out. There wasn't her 5th foul.
Mm-hmm.
Some confusion. Kenny, high arcing shot, can't connect. Off the mark, no good. Barrett now. Across the half-court line off the missed opportunity for the Trojans. Summer now in the corner. Back to McCune. Barrett looking underneath for Brooke Davis. Had a window. Couldn't connect. Riffle now with the basketball up the floor.
That's one thing I got to give props to this Culver team is their backdoor defense, their backside defense, and what they see and what they know is there.
Down to Stetler, good feed to Veers, catch and shoot jumper. Got a piece of it, was Barrett. Schlemmer fighting for it. The Culver fans pleading for a foul from their spots in the stands. Schlemmer now goes to Hamilton. McCune pull-up jumper from the mid-range, in and out. Rebound, put back, no good by Brooke Davis. Riffle up the floor. Goes to Holly. Coach Neace say no fouls, guys. We're in the bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Goes up, can't get the runner to drop in. Avery Veers gets the ball, lost, and a foul call.
Foul is going to be on Ava McCune, her 2nd.
Now Veers to the line. It's not been Triton's favorite place this evening. Connects on the first. Didn't even graze the iron. Second one. Hits the back iron. Veers tracks it down, tries to get rid of it. Jump ball is the call, and the Cavaliers take over. Triton needs to continue to pressure. Hamilton goes to Davis. Now goes to Barrett. Schlemmer, deep 2 on the way. Can't connect. Veers with the rebound. And Triton, you're getting these opportunities. They're missing their shots. You're getting those rebounds. You've got to find a way to convert on the offensive side.
Absolutely. Those in transition buckets are crucial.
So Riffle to inbound. Sets it in motion. Goes up high to Holly. Tries to go to Stetler. Low pass. Knocked away by the Cavaliers. Barrett down the floor scanning. Schlemmer up top of the key. Now feeds it to Davis. Back to Schlemmer. Good closeout by McKinney. McCune, she hit one earlier. Can't get that one to connect. Doesn't quite catch the rim. And Nadia Stetler gets another rebound. Up the floor. Holly now in the corner, gets caught on the baseline, throws off the toe of Bryn Barrett.
It's one thing you always got to admire about her. She's about the only girl that I think can always pull that off. I could never. I would miss and hit my own.
Off the toe.
I would miss and hit my own.
She was aiming for that toe. Riffle now top the key, goes to Groves. Now goes to King. Holly tries to step through. Good defense by Schlimmer, not getting a hand on the ball. And taking away the look. Nadia Stetler got a piece of that one. Final minute in the third quarter here. 8 points combined by the two schools. Barrett down to Davis. Davis got behind her. Nadia Stetler reaches in there and
3 seconds.
Through offensive 3 seconds is what the VAR official says.
You got it before the foul.
Holly now across the way to Groves. Inside a minute now. Holly to cut it. Can't do so. Groves and Hamilton collide. McCune, one-on-one fast break. Puts on the brakes. Up with the right hand and good.
Ava McCune.
Lead back to 7. It's down to Stetler. Can't track it down. And Davis now back the other way. Leaves it for McCune. Coach Faulkner pleading for a stop from her defense.
These girls have got to find it somewhere.
Barrett high off the rim. Can't get the friendly bounce. Stetler gets the rebound. Now goes to Holly. 14 seconds. Take a look at the clock. Holly with the runner. Can't connect. He goes out of bounds, and that stops the clock with 6.8 to go here in the quarter.
Barrett and Williams will both check back in.
Barrett with those 4 fouls, and Williams really the only 2 in foul trouble in this ball game, as Kenny's colors indicate. 5 seconds. Barrett gets up, down the floor, leads it to Williams. It's a good pass, and it connects. And Culver hits a 30-point mark. Again, another basket at the buzzer for the Cavaliers. They take some momentum into the fourth quarter. We'll take a break. Be back here for the fourth quarter right after this.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
All right, welcome back here for the fourth quarter. Culver leads 30-21. Outscoring Triton 8-4 there coming out of the halftime break. Triton, now's the time to dig deep, see what you're made of.
Now's the time to prove you've got a lot going on here tonight. A lot of people here watching you. Why don't you prove them all wrong? Do what you're here to do.
If you're Culver, continue to be persistent and keep with that good energy you have going in that. I mean, this group really playing well together out there on the floor. Batting through some tough shots. Spears underneath.
That is on.
Let's see what's on.
It's indeed going to be on Shelmer. That will be her third.
Team is first of the quarter, of course. Culver's had Triton in the bonus for the second and third quarters. Here's off the mark, no good. Triton has left 9 points from the free throw line out there. Connects on the second one.
I'm sorry, you count. And if you're Triton here, you count those 9. Where are you at?
Barrett untouched, coast to coast. Can't connect. Williams goes back up. Can't get to drop in. Gets the rebound. Finds McCune, and she gets and connects on the assist from Williams.
My goodness.
Jason Groves and company across the way. Spears drives, the side of the lane goes up, banks open. Triton needs to continue to pressure.
Absolutely, that right there. You make that big basket, you get in transition, you make this hard for these girls.
Miley Gross knocks it away.
Yes, she does.
Of course, being an interesting coaching matchup, as we noted last night, as Coach Gross is going to coach against one of his members of his coaching tree, is Drew Mosson now leading the Cavaliers. And, of course, his head coach from that coaching tree is sitting on the bench next to him as well. So there's a lot going on.
A
lot going on. Williams up the floor. Bryn Barrett begging for a foul.
And see right there, how would you call that a foul? You are going through the screen. The girls are up, going full steam. There's some things that it's just got to be what it's got to be.
Ollie past the half-court line, exits the center circle. Here comes the trap. Triton needs to recognize, now finds McKinney. Good rip. She'll drive, stops in the corner, picks up her dribble, finds Sydney King, has Holly in the back door. Holly goes up, banks open. Triton starting to climb now, down by 6.
You're looking on them. You want them to stay on it, stay up on the momentum they have.
And 5-second call on the Cavaliers.
That indeed is a big play here for Triton. They looking to score in transition.
The clock's running. Need to put time back up on the clock.
Yeah. He got it.
At 6:30, yeah, that's kind of what it.
Yeah.
Like about 10 seconds rolled off there.
There we go.
Coach Neace trying to get his group figured out there. Triton's got 10 points off of turnovers in this ball game. Veers goes up, can't connect. Davis and them fighting for the rebound, and Veers, I believe, going to get called for the foul.
And that foul is indeed going to be on Veers. That is going to be her third.
Needs to be smart here. Kuhn goes through, gets free up off the double screen. Now up the floor in a hurry. Continues to attack, leads down to Williams, can't corral it. Oh, she somehow does, walks a tightrope. Sydney King gets the loose ball. Hands it off to Riffle, up the floor, McKinney, catch and shoot, it's in! They're trying to track it down. They're trying to get some space up the floor. Now she'll drive. Retreats back to the corner. Goes to Williams, lost it, Davis. And a travel call. I don't know, Triton might have got away with the push there. Officials couldn't see the angle.
Absolutely.
Riffle now at the basketball. Oh, over and back, dribbled out over and back. Oh, they're saying, I don't.
Oh.
From this angle, it looked like she locked the dribble.
Yeah. We don't see everything, that's for sure.
Oh, right there, that was
oh my
that was,
goodness.
Here's outside Sydney King to cut the lead. And in and out. Put back by Riffle, up and in. Now it's a one-possession ball game. Trying with a 7-2 run. Running out of time. And a timeout for Coach Neace.
Full timeout here coming down for Neace.
These two coaches try to refocus their groups in Triton here. 9-2 run. Coach
That's
Neace.
the most inspiring thing I've ever heard. Let me be the crazy one. Y'all keep your heads out there.
You know, and like I said, he's a young coach. This is only his second
Absolutely.
season. But Adam Neace, I love watching him. It's like watching Ashli. You see hey, I'm the coach. I get to go crazy. I love that statement. That is probably the best thing I think I've ever heard from a coach. I'm pretty sure that is my most.
I heard it.
Would that be something I would do if I was a coach, Caden? Yeah.
Yeah. His eyes got so big.
If I don't get the timeout, Bobby threw the chair. I could do the same thing. There's a reason why I broadcast, guys. Oh, boy.
Coming back out here for these girls. Triton here. That was a very fun, fast, chaotic last 2 minutes of play there. You're Triton. You're on top of that. You want to stay on top of that intensity here. Disrupt these girls. You want to keep it clean and keep it smart. Don't put yourselves into foul trouble. But keep on these girls and keep that pressure on, because right now you see the frustration on their faces.
The Culver assistants making sure that their groups know what's going on out there. Culver needs to settle down with this full court pressure defense. That Triton has continued to go, and Holly. And if you're Triton, yes, you may not agree with that call, but Triton got away with two over and backs right in front of the official.
Very blatant over and backs. You got to pick and choose your battles here.
You got to continue to fight.
Absolutely.
Frustrating as it is, move on. Next play. Davis now goes to McCune. Good screen by Barrett. Frees up McCune up the floor. Leads it to Williams. Her and Holly collide, and it goes out of bounds off of Holly. Triton needs to continue to defend that baseline.
Absolutely, and you're Triton here. Your main and only goal here is defend that basket. You do not let these girls get a shot up here. You are bringing yourselves within a one-possession game. You want to keep it fighting.
Davis now going to try to penetrate in the. Goes out to Barrett. McKinney takes it away. 2-on-1 fast break. Up to Riffle. Riffle for the tie. Can't connect, and a foul call.
Foul is going to be on McCune. That will bring her with 3. Near Culver here, you're starting to. The ice is starting to thin, and you got 2 girls. You got 3 girls with 3, 1 girl with 4.
Riffle connects on the first. Of course, her brother will be playing in the next contest. Good looking shot, connects, ties it at 32. Triton once down by 7, back in the ball game. McCune up the floor. McCune settling in. Uses the screen, tries to drive. Davis now. Goes to Barrett. Barrett driving. Got kept. Good job keeping that pivot foot planted. Bryn Barrett with the runner. Can't connect. Veers and Williams fighting for it, but goes off of Avery Veers. We'll stay right here. Well, the good news is it goes in overtime, Orion. We don't have to worry about packing up, having to drive 45 minutes home. Just going to leave it out there for him.
Hitting.
Barrett goes outside, finds Davis. Bryn Barrett now drives, goes to McCune.
Triton doing a very good defensive job here, shutting down these girls, really keeping them with on the arc and out of the paint.
Barrett now. Underneath Bryn, backdoor, it's good. Three-pointer King, can't connect.
Oh, man. Big foul there for Triton as Veers picks up her 4th here in this quarter.
It's been a defensive force, and quickly Nadia Stetler checks in. So that's a big loss for Triton in the post.
And you can see as they have her down here on this bleacher here, they're playing their game to where she's probably going back in for those offensive possessions.
Close 5-second call. The Triton fans pleading for one. Got off just in time. Barron now works left to Ashlyn. Up on top to Davis. Now to Bryn Barron on the far side. Looks for McCune, top of the key. Ashlyn Barron gets freed up off the screen. Now she'll penetrate. Feeds it down to Wims. Good feed. And a foul call on the floor on Nadia Stetler coming here.
Calls on number 23.
Culver, they're sitting here with 2 fouls. Triton, you're sitting here with 4. You are 1 away from that bonus, and that is the one thing you really want to keep these girls out of here.
Both teams under 50% shooting from the free throw line here. Davis off the mark. Amaya Williams stays with it, battles, and puts her team up by 4. Holly drives. Has Sydney King. Now she'll get it back. Goes across the way to Chloe McKinney, just past the outstretched arm of Brendan Barrett, and a foul call.
Foul call is going to be on Brooke Davis. That is now her 3rd, team's 3rd.
Chloe McKinney settles in. Been there once earlier. Can't get the first one to drop in.
Veers checks in back into the game with 3 minutes up on the clock here.
You know that 3's on the left of the little semicolon. That means it's a minute.
I was debating if I was going to say the 3 minutes and 1 second or just 3 minutes.
Triton can't connect through the hands of King. Culver takes over. Now Triton, okay, yeah, you made a mistake. You got to just shake that off. And
Nadia Stettler quick to check back in for Avery Veers. You're Triton here. You're staying on the game that you've been playing, that tough, that shutdown defense right in their faces, keeping them down, keeping them set where they need to be.
going out the floor. On the right wing. A timeout for Culver. Be a 30-second timeout. They will have 3 timeouts remaining. Of course, preview for next week's bi-county game. Of course, we'll be here for that. And then it's all up there. Now he wants to talk.
I was just gonna say it's gonna look just like tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Exactly. Like
same
tonight.
uniform, same uniforms and everything. Unless they're gonna shake it up, make word. Triton wear their away jerseys and Culver wears their home jersey. You never know, but
is it in the start time 6 too?
I don't know. I don't have that. I'm sure it is. I could go look at Rodney's email.
I can't remember.
Of course, and after that, the JV will be playing in the attack during that.
Yeah, the JV
during that JV girls will be playing. No JV boys. They automatically advance. Culver just not having enough for the boys to have a JV squad this year. So Triton will advance to the semifinal. Barron underneath, free look, left hand up and in. 6-point ball game. Triton's put up 11 points this quarter. You got to continue to climb.
Absolutely.
Stettler underneath, can't answer back. And Barron with the rebound.
McCune.
He has McCune calling for it. Oh, no. A lot of contact, no foul. Now Veers will check in. Yeah, I never want to be official.
I'm considering.
Finds Holly, flashes in the middle, goes up, but a travel call.
Oh.
Jump ball. Well, either way, the Cavaliers take over. Cavaliers tied up. Sierra Holly on the way through. So now Nadia Stettler going to check in for Veers. You're going to see that player swing, that volleyball-like substitution. This person, no, this person, this person, no, this person. I guess hockey. Hockey's probably more of an accurate term. Coach Neace trying to call his play. Official thought it was a timeout.
He said clear out. He goes,
that's another one.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to go back to the end of the bench there.
You hear the out.
Especially because you have these coaches that sit here and beg and plead for it.
Good feed from McCune. Barrett can't convert. Good fight by McCune. Now she draws the foul. I'll tell you, Ava McCune
Strong players here tonight for the Cavaliers.
Leading all scorers with 12 points. 1 for 3 from the free throw line. That is now the third time you about knocked that thing over.
It's spill proof.
I know it's spill proof, but.
Foul on number 4, Miley Groves. That is going to be her third.
June connects on the first 7-point ball game.
Miss Ashli Faulkner calls a timeout here for her
full
girl.
Timeout. Should have 1 full and 2 30s left. So if you're down there, you're Coach Faulkner, yeah, you're down by 7. I mean, you came out roaring in this fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
And now Culver, they're showing their grit too. Yeah, they got the tie, trying to not get the lead, but they went on that run there, that 7-0 run to put themselves where they're at right now. Triton, what is she telling this group down there?
If you're telling this group down there, you're telling them you stay on it. You see what you can do in just a little amount of time. You don't look at the score on the clock. You go out there and you play your hearts out and you play your full game to your full potential.
Forget the score, but remember the clock.
Well, yes, sorry.
Forget
the scoreboard. Obviously, remember the clock, but keep your game going. Don't sit here and stress over every little stop it. Don't stress over every little error you have coming here right now. Now is your time to reset yourselves and come back out and see what you can do in these final minutes.
Like my favorite phrase that I always use, it's like eating an elephant. It's one bite at a time, and that's what you have to do now. You can't take too long. You can't really digest. You got to be eating just a little bit quicker. Not Joey Chestnut quick, but just with a little bit of
oh my goodness.
What? You need to see it a little bit quicker than my kids do at the dinner table. You need to eat like Jax, and get your food ate. Be done. McCune connects. Perfect trip for her. 8-point lead. Their largest lead was up to 10. Triton needs to keep those passes crisp. Sydney King tries to cut the lead. Can't do so. Hits the rim, goes out of bounds, and Barrett blocking out Miley Groves. That ball goes out of bounds. 1:38 to go. Brooke Davis scanning, trying to find somewhere, and Neace going to call a timeout because that is not a pleasant place for an inbound.
Ever.
30-second timeout. He will have 2 timeouts remaining, both full. Are we switching streams, or are you just going right into the next one?
Now, if you're watching on IHSA, we will be switching streams, but YouTube will stay on.
Okay, so there you go. I'm not going to talk for the 20 minutes. I think Abby's going to eat her food over here.
We'll have Commissioner's Corner. A new one came out today.
Oh, there you go. You have that. That's up to date.
We'll have the replay of this game.
And then during halftime of boys, we have our own little show again with our third graders, I believe.
I got the privilege when I was running the camera for the junior high last night to kind of watch practice out of the corner of my eye. And boys were working hard.
Oh, yeah, on the TAC 2 and 3.
The 2 and 3, yep, I was watching. I was still doing my job, but I was watching. I don't know, Ryan didn't throw anything at me, so I assume I did my job right. I didn't move a whole lot.
I don't know. I think they need to get all the junior high and elementary kids to make a pep block.
Yeah,
it'd be bigger than what our poor 4 girls we got going up there.
Let's put them all together down there. Miley Groves there gets the loose ball. Triton trying to find some life. Nadia Stetler attacks the basket. Goes out. Sydney King just too far behind her. Tips it to Groves. Groves in the corner. Stetler now to King. King catch and shoot 3. King gets the friendly bounce. Now it's a 5-point ball game. 1:15 to go. Culver running out of time. And the 5-second call, and there it is. Now if you're Triton, you make a big stop here. You have to score on this possession. This is a must-score possession here.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter how you do it. Like I said, 3.2.1 free throw here. You need to get a basket in.
And Ashli Faulkner going to call a timeout. Take a 30. And I think that's what she's going to tell them right now. You need to come away with a basket. Like you said, 1, 2, 3. The rare 4, it don't matter. You need to come with a basket. You want to keep yourself in this game because Culver, when they get just a little bit of adversity, they go on a run.
Absolutely.
So.
Is it USA night, American night or something? Is that what the theme is? I don't.
Yes.
Do a what?
USA. Red, white, and blue.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I'm just kind of going off of what the 4 girls are wearing over there.
Well, if you see them stand up, they got like American flag shorts on.
Well, they're kids. They're wearing shorts in January.
I was just gonna say that, but that was always me. That was always me. No, I didn't do so much shorts. I did jeans, but then I would wear like a jersey because I always got hot from jumping around.
Groves receives the inbound up on top to Holly. Finds King off the screen. Goes to Holly. Lost off the foot. Good job there by Barron to fight for. Jump ball's the call, and it'll stay right here. So Triton getting a lucky break there. You need to simmer down.
I was just trying to.
This thing is held onto there, but if it goes down, you're going to take out about the 4 people in front of us. Now to Sydney King. She has a look to cut the lead. Can't do so. McKinney boxes out, gets a rebound, goes back up with it. Can't connect. And it's a fight for the basketball, and somehow Triton comes away with it. McCune and Holly fighting for position. Holly outside. Sydney King catch and shoot 3. Can't drop it in. Brooke Davis with the rebound. And a foul call. And she'll go line to shoot as they're in the bonus.
Foul is going to be on.
Looks like Miley.
Miley Groves as she picks up now her 4th.
Culver 5 of 11 from the free throw line. Pretty even in the turnover battles. Pretty even in the rebounds too. 22 rebounds apiece for both sides.
As Riffle and Veers both check back in on behalf of McKinney and Stetler.
You know, Triton too. I think one person I would like to see taking a shot right here is going to be Sierra Hawley. Absolutely. She's had the hot hand here tonight. She's been that person with the it factor for Triton. But McCune having the it factor for the Cavaliers is why she's leading all scorers. If you're Sierra Hawley, you're calling for that ball. And she gets it there in the corner. Feeds it down to Veers. And a foul on the floor.
Foul is going to be on Brooke Davis as she now picks up her 4th. That is now 2 girls for the Cavaliers in foul trouble.
Riffle goes outside. Now goes to Miley. Goes, lost the ball. Got to hang on to it. Fierce drives. Tries to kick it outside. Ashlyn Barrett knocks it out of bounds. Triton running out of time. Down by 6. Goes to Veers. Veers pull-up jumper blocked. Oh, and a foul call.
Foul is going to be on Bryn Barrett as that is her 1st.
So Veers to the line. A pair of big free throws coming here. Triton, you need to sink these. You want to stay in this game. Veers settles in. Second one hits the front iron. No good. Empty trip. Barrett's got it, and Triton's going to have to foul. So the freshman's going to go to the line for the bonus free throw attempts.
Foul is going to be on Avery Veers. And
Ashlyn has not
last for the night.
She has not been to the free throw line here tonight.
Nope.
So you're trying. Like I said, there's no such thing as a moral victory. But tonight you have to realize how you battled.
Absolutely.
You disappear that 4-point third quarter and you match that 8, or you come out with a little bit better of a scoring outburst. You're in this ball game. You hit from the free throw line. You're in this ball game.
Absolutely, and that's one thing I am going to bank on tonight, and one thing I'm going to hold on to going into Bi-County week is those free throws.
They can't connect. That one knocked out of bounds. Because these teams, well, you're going to meet for a second time. You could potentially meet for a third time in sectional play. So, I mean.
I was just talking about that down there with Mr. Trainer Eric Callahan. He said there's a potential three-peat matchup here with these teams.
And a foul call. So foul's going to be on Gracie Riffle.
That is going to be her third.
Fouls on number 5, Gracie Riffle.
Does Chris know to get down here to this end in a hurry? Oh, okay. I don't know if you need to tell Caden to tell him. Barron again, hit the first. High off the rim, no good. Holly gets the rebound. Coach Faulkner calls a timeout.
Going to be 30-second timeout. She will have a full timeout left here in this game.
You know, you're going to pick up your 17th loss of the year. And, you know, while this season has not gone your way, you have to look and see what things you've done right.
Absolutely.
And, you know, and for everybody, you go through, I mean, coaching changes. You're not always going to go win a sectional championship off of a coaching change. It's not always guaranteed. You know, Coach Faulkner has a young team, a team that, you know, there's a handful of players that saw a lot of varsity time.
Absolutely.
But how do you answer? You need to grow. These young players, there has been growth this year. Why it may not show up in the win-loss total, I think Ashli Faulkner has starting to get that foundation built for this program going forward.
Absolutely. And like you said, change of coach does not mean change in.
Ask Adam Neace. Last year, only 4 wins to his credit. This year, 10 wins.
Absolutely.
So it takes time to get yourself established.
It is the growing pains of Triton this year.
Sydney King heaves one from deep, banks it in.
She's covering her mouth like, oh my God.
So 42-38 is the final score. Culver wins here. Yeah, that was King banks it in. All right, banks it in. That's right. See, now she realized she can bank it in. Now that window, that window's there every game.
Gonna carry that on out here.
So of course, the boys get ready to settle in. We'll wait here. I'll read the stats off in just a minute. Abby, if you want to take a break and do your eat, it's okay. I can handle it from here. So wait for the boys to run out here real quick, and then I'll read the stats off. As Triton gets set to take on Culver. Their series dating back to the 68-69 season. Triton leads the all-time series 67-24 dating back to those early years. I had the number down earlier, but I did not write it. But McCune, big game for her. As we wait for the boys to run out. Eventually, whenever you throw them up there. I don't know how soon is the cheerleaders wait patiently. There's the buzzer. Now they're going to run out. Hopefully Caden hits the button at the right time. There he goes. So the Trojans 8-1 on the year after a win last time out the other night against Glenn for the first time in 8 tries. And Isaiah Vaca leads the team on the floor. And Cavaliers awaiting their arrival onto the floor here tonight. As we await their arrival, as they will come out of the trainer's room. Here come the Cavaliers. So team stat scoring tonight. Of course, Culver winning 42-38. The field goals, Triton 12 of 42 from the field, 6 of 15 from beyond the arc. Culver 15 of 47, 5 of 4 from beyond the arc. Culver 7 of 17, Triton 8 of 21. The free throw line not favorable to either side. Even on rebounds, 23 apiece. Turnovers, 18-22. Cavaliers won that one. And fouls, pretty even, 18-19. Leading the way for Culver, game high 14 points for Ava McCune. Barrett added 10. Or Ashlyn Barrett, both freshmen, 24 points combined. Amaya Williams, 7 points. Schlemmer with 5. And Bryn Barrett with 4. Brooke Davis with 2 points. Leading the way for Triton, 12 points for Sydney King after that big 3 there at the end. Sarah Hawley added 10, 5 for Avery Veers, 4 for Riffle, 3 for Groves, and 2 apiece for McKinney and Stetler. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back here for the Varsity boys. If you're on YouTube, stay on this stream. If you're on the IHSA Champions Network, we are going to switch streams, so keep an eye for that. So we'll be back here in just a bit, right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. She said, I won't jump. She said no. I could read her lips. She said no.
Oh, yeah.
All right, more pass. Sydney King, corner 3 on the way. Count it! The assist. Her sister, and she'll try a corner three to answer back, and does. Long pass, but
what these girls thinking, they're right in those passing lanes.
Sydney King connects on another three and Triton on point. And Barrett can answer right back. It's a three-point shooting contest here in the first couple minutes. Good feed to Sierra Holly, and one opportunity coming. Leave that confidence, and it takes over as Barrett tries a three and connects. Talk about confidence. Culver goes out. Schlimmer will try a three. Count it. Woo. And Schlimmer for two. Another hit for her. She's 2 of 2 from the field here.
Play this game.
They're capable.
Absolutely.
Holly, head of steam, confidence, it's up and in.
Here by Gracie Riffle, realizing you're stuck and you're in a pickle. Pull yourselves.
Pushing these next few years.
Oh, absolutely. And I was talking about this last night.
Across the way, Miley Groves by herself, dials a three, connects. Get moving 2 seconds on the clock, running out of time, 1 second. Not going to have time for a three, but McCune's going to get it off and hits it. Oh, I didn't think she got off it. Oh, she did. She got it. She did. Continue with that pursuit here in the second half. Left it wide open, and Williams right there. That's why you've got fast break. Good feed to McCune, up and in, and draws the foul. King outside Sierra Holly. She'll try a three. Count it. McCune, one-on-one fast break. Puts on the brakes, up with the right hand, and good. Gets up down the floor, leads it to Williams. It's a good pass, and it connects. Drop in, gets the rebound, finds McCune, and she gets and connects on the assist from Williams. Spears drives, the side of the lane goes up, banks open, dribble. Finds Sydney King, has Holly in the back door. Holly goes up, banks open. Hands it off to Riffle, up the floor. McKinney, catch and shoot. It's in! To cut the lead. And in and out. Put back by Riffle, up and in. Underneath, Brent, back door. It's good. Good line here. Davis off the mark. Amaya Williams stays with it. Battles. Barron underneath, free look, left hand, up and in. King, catch and shoot three. King gets the friendly bounce.
Triton this year.
Sydney King heaves one from deep, banks it in.
She's covered.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, talking about all things IHSAA related. Commissioner Neidig unavailable for us this week, so Assistant Commissioner Brian Lewis joins us. Tell you what, it's a pretty big weekend now for the IHSAA. We are into girls wrestling. It is fantastic. It has gone well. First time we've done this. I would think that the enthusiasm and the excitement is unparalleled, quite frankly.
Robert Falcons has done a phenomenal job of getting this off the ground, and we're excited for the inaugural girls wrestling state finals held at the fairgrounds tomorrow. And I believe we start wrestling at 10 o'clock in the morning and run through the day with the finals starting about 7 p.m. tomorrow night. But we're really, really excited to celebrate these young ladies and the culmination of the first season and crowning some state champions.
It's an interesting thing to look at how we talk about process all the time in our world of athletics, and this is part of the process. This is a process of a groundswell of support from the student athletes and administrators, and I think it's a lesson for fans to understand this doesn't happen overnight, and there is, in fact, a very detailed and thorough process to bring something like this to fruition.
Absolutely. And, with all our sports, these are things that are planned out far in advance. And girls wrestling is one of those things that's been coming down the pipeline for 3, 4, 5 years, and compliments to the Coaches Association for doing such a phenomenal job hosting a state tournament the last few years in girls wrestling and working with the association and getting us to the point that, they came through the emerging sport process, and this year being the first year that they're an IHSA recognized sport. And we're really excited about crowning our first state champions in girls wrestling tomorrow evening.
How many young ladies are involved in competition throughout the state?
That's a great question because that's a moving target, but I know we're well over, 1,400 girls wrestlers across the state when this season started. And, we're going to culminate with some state champions tomorrow night, but that doesn't even begin to touch all the student athletes that have had an opportunity to participate in an IHSA sport that they've not had that opportunity before now. And again, that's a tribute to our schools, our administrators, our coaches associations, and, the leadership under Robert Faulkner.
Back when I was in high school, back in the 60s, this is before the IHSA state finals for girls had started. And so you can imagine sports offerings were very few, not only for girls, but also for boys. We didn't have nearly as many championships then as we do now. And the emergence of sports, the numbers of sports, the new ones, it's just been incredibly fun as a sports fan to watch and see the rise of opportunities for boys and girls around the state.
Absolutely. Over the years, you're always seeing, one sport come on here and there, and we're fortunate that we're going to celebrate 2 new sports in the 24-25 school year with girls wrestling state championships and then the first ever boys volleyball state championships in the spring. And so, we've been fortunate to massage that emerging sport process and get more student athletes involved and work together with our coaches associations to continue to offer more opportunities for student athletes across the state to be able to participate. And, again, we can't do these things without complimenting our schools and the athletic administrators and the coaches, principals, superintendents that have helped make this possible, because every one of these opportunities that is put out there for student athletes, it takes people to put those events on. It takes people to organize those and make those opportunities available. And so we commend all the people that continue to go above and beyond for student athletes across the state.
Brian Lewis, Assistant Commissioner of the IHSAA. We're talking about Girls Wrestling Championship this weekend at the Fairgrounds Coliseum. Brian, thank you for your time. Have a great weekend, and congratulations to you and everyone at the IHSAA.
I appreciate, Coach, having us on and everything that you do for student athletes across the state.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
All right, now we got Coach Faulkner. Coach, I know the season hasn't quite gone your way, but this team is really starting to make some strides. We saw a lot of really good things out there from this group tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was really our message in the locker room tonight, was just we are becoming a basketball team. I mean, it has taken us to this point in the season, I think, for the girls to really understand what it is that Lindsay, Sam, and I are trying to get these girls to do. But it's happening. I mean, and we told them that, like, before our eyes, like, it really is starting to come together, and they're starting to believe in themselves, and they're starting to believe in the process and trust the process. They're working harder in practice, and it's showing out on the floor.
And usually, and you've seen it, that first year coaching, sometimes when philosophy changes, when things kind of switch over and how things go, it doesn't always show up in the win-loss column. You have to see the progress beyond what you're seeing right now in the win-loss total.
Absolutely. It's one of those things. I think that they, buy-in is a big thing, and I think that they had to believe what we were actually talking about. I made a promise to them. I was like, I will never give up on you, ever. And I think they're finally starting to realize that that's the case. And because of that, they're never giving up on each other either. And I think you're starting to see that in our effort. And, we're closing the gap on some teams. And it's one of those things, if we hit a few shots here and there, that's a different ball game.
Yeah, but exactly like tonight. If the shots drop from the free throw line, we're talking a 1-2 point ball game, especially there in the waning minutes of the ball game. This group here, the turnovers are really starting to drop just a little bit. Yes, tonight was over 20, but those little things are now starting to click, and shots are starting to drop. You go look at some teams you played with, Oregon Davis and with Winamac last night, and Culver tonight. Those are 3 really good teams, and they're hanging with them in the final moments.
Yeah. Like last night's game, literally, if you look at the box score, like statistically, we were with them neck and neck. It was just a matter of hitting some shots. We didn't, and they did. And I would say even tonight, we had a few too many turnovers, and I think that we'll try to own that. But one thing that Sierra Hawley said in the locker room that kind of made me smile, she's like, we're actually learning to handle a press.
Yes.
And it made me grin, because it's true. And, Miley Grove said, we're actually learning to play with aggressiveness. And I was like, yes, so they're starting to realize that basketball can be fun, you know, and that all the hard work that I know it isn't paying off in the win-loss column right now, but it is paying off in how they're playing the ball games.
And for you, you were part of this program back when this team obviously went down to state. You know what it takes to get down there. I think with this coaching staff and what you guys have being coached by some of the same people, you're starting to see that with this group. And how are you taking those things you learned as a player and now doing here as a coach?
I mean, the number one thing is they just need to know, like, we believe in them. I mean, that's something that Coach Perry and Coach Heater, like, we knew. Nobody in the state of Indiana thought that we were going to go down there, especially my freshman year, and win state, except the people in our gym. Like, we believed it. We knew that that was going to happen. And I think it starts with belief. It starts with that confidence, that buying in. And then it comes down to tweaking the little things, making sure that, you know, you're hitting your free throws. We're taking care of the ball. We're actually starting to be able to press a team and create turnover, you know. And that was a big thing that we did. We were a pressing team. We were a run and gun team. We're starting to get out in transition. I mean, those are the things that we've had to teach the girls how to do, but we're seeing the fruits of our labor a little bit.
And that's what sometimes I sit up here, you know, sometimes you may not have all the ability, may not be showing up right away, but you can outwork your opponent. And tonight we saw that. Yeah. And they outworked, and they made Culver earn every bit of those points they had up there tonight. Well, Ashli, I'll let you get out of here. We're going to be getting set up for the boys here in just about 6 minutes or so, and we'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. right, the varsity game for the boys about to get underway. I'm Andy O'Hara. With me here tonight, Abby Veers, Caden, Silas, Chris, Travis, Clara, and Leah all helping us out here tonight. And, of course, as always, the Hall of Famer Ryan. We're here for the Triton Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network as we get ready to get set here for this varsity matchup. Interesting matchup here tonight. Yeah, you got to throw out the win-loss totals between these two sides because, you know, I think Culver, they're building some. Drew Mosson trying to get his program developed, as you're trying to see Ashli Faulkner trying to get her program developed. Hasn't translated yet, but I think he's got a good group of athletes. He's got a good coaching staff there with him. I think Drew Mosson has a group. Yeah, you look at that total, I think this group is just close. I mean, you're looking at a couple spots there where there were some close games where you could flip and that could be a win. But like I said, we'll see what Drew Mosson. Of course, he learned from the man sitting there on the bench with him and his dad Gordon down there with him. Of course, he also played for
the man
and learned from over here to my right with
Mr.
Groves. So I mean,
sorry,
easy now.
I gotta get situated.
Dropping stuff, you're knocking things over.
Okay.
Like a bull in a china shop up here.
It's bad tonight. I almost fell down the bleachers.
I'm gonna tell your mother, I don't think you need to be let out of the house for or without supervision.
Who's letting me go to Ohio this weekend?
So two sides getting ready to get set for our starting lineups. We'll have those here for you in 7 seconds. And after that, we'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the Culver Cavaliers and your Triton Trojans. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of the Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome Culver as our guest at tonight's contest. We ask that all fans and players demonstrate an attitude of respect and good sportsmanship throughout today's contest. Your cooperation and positive support is greatly appreciated. We did our anthem at the start of our varsity girls basketball game, so we'll get right to meeting our starters. First for the visitors, the Culver Cavaliers. Number 3, Braylon Jackson. Number 4, Caleb McEwen. Number 10, Adam Peterson. Number 20, Jonas McEwen. And number 22, Jordan Green. Cavaliers are coached by Drew Mosson. Now get on your feet. Let's cheer on your Triton Trojans. At guard, a senior, number 5, Dante Workman. At guard, a junior, number 10, Julian Swanson. At guard, a junior, number 20, Gage Ripple. At guard, a freshman, number 24, Brady Wood. Senior forward, number 33, Tanner Witt Hoyo. Varsity coach is Mr. Jason Groves. Our officials for this evening's contest are Crane Hearn, Sydney Hearn, and Tanya Hearn.
So, of course, these two teams get it up. This is one of the more interesting officiating crews. Probably you said one of our favorites, and I think this
one
is
of my favorites.
This is
sure.
Mom, Dad,
and daughter. Yeah,
out there as our officiating crew here tonight.
These are one of my favorites. I was not going to say upset because the Triton got them, but I was sad to see the girls miss out on them.
So Workman knocks that one, and Triton will start with the tip. Swanson now with the basketball past the half-court line. Leaves it for Brady Wood, who had a big outing in his varsity starting debut. Workman drives right hand, it's up, can't get that one to convert. Jackson with the rebound. Jackson enters the center circle. Works it to the right side. Finds McEwen. Out of Green. Jackson deep three on the way. Can't connect. Rebound there won by McEwen. Peterson with the basketball. Leaves it for Jackson. Trying to get settled into their defense. McEwen gets it up top. Or excuse me, that is Green rather. Finds Jackson on the side of the lane. Up and can't get it to drop in. And Triton comes away with the rebound. And Culver's going to run with you the full length of the floor, showing it off there. Swanson goes up, can't draw the foul. Wood Hoyle collects it and puts it in. And that's why we call him the collector, getting the rebound, doing the dirty work, and putting it in the bucket. Knocked away, Dante Workman, we can't quite get there. And if you're Culver, got to watch those long passes. This Triton team very quick. A lot of speed out there on the floor for this Triton team.
Very quick and very keen and hone in on everything. They see what you're going to do, and they pick off those passing lanes.
Jackson goes to the near side here. McEwen up the floor. Finds Peterson. He'll have it top of the key. Now he'll drive to the middle. Out to Jackson again. He'll drive. Good feed outside there to Peterson. He'll try a three. And Adam Peterson can't get that one to connect. We'll stay right here. Off Triton, off the rebound. Of course, Triton winning the other night against Glenn. Woke up and had a huge third quarter.
Yes.
Propelled them to victory in that one. Jonas McEwen goes outside. Caleb McEwen now with the basketball. To Jackson in the corner. Looking for McEwen underneath on the baseline. Tries to throw it out, but he'll find the Triton student section. Rather?
Those girls don't play basketball. Or they just didn't want to make it.
Well, there's some volleyball players. You're not allowed to catch it in volleyball. You're allowed to. You have to hit it.
Or kick it.
Or kick it.
Got a wrestler down there, too. You got a wrestler down there, too.
Swanson for three. Magic Swanson for the opening three-point basket. Trying with a 5-0 run on two shots, but McEwen going to step on the baseline. A little miscommunication there on the inbound. That's always tough. You just want to get it in and step on the baseline. Workman hands it off to Swanson. Out to Brady Wood. He's going to shuffle those feet. That little shuffle there and taking off. Travel call. Of course, appreciate Ashli coming up for our Between the Game interview. Very good interview with Ashli. I like talking basketball with her. She's a lot of fun to talk basketball with.
She's a lot of fun because she has so much knowledge behind her.
Caleb McEwen gets Culver on the board on a nice mid-range jumper there from him. Riffle now goes to Swanson in the corner. Riffle for three. In and out. McEwen now at the basketball goes to Jackson. Of course, we got to talk to Triton's new head football coach, Andy Barker.
We'll have to get an interview with him soon.
Eventually. Yeah. It was kind of funny. Mr. Steve Watkins comes up. Andy, meet Andy. All right, here we go.
All right.
I'll never forget his name. Of course, good to meet him tonight. Workman comes away. Brady Wood, cruise control up and puts it in. Workman with the assist. And Drew Mosson going to call his first timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. Of course, as we noted in the girls' game earlier, this is a preview of what's going to happen on Tuesday night. Same uniforms and everything.
Just a different night.
Just a different night. Probably a different officiating crew.
Are we here?
Yeah.
Oh, yay. I thought we were back at LaVille.
Well, no, you're there for the rest of the week. I mean, if you play LaVille in the first round, then you have to start at LaVille.
Yes.
The Everwise Bi-County tournament.
Now we don't know what the weather's going to do next week.
Oh,
it's going to be cold. That's all I see. It's
what I was going to say. What we're supposed to play Tuesday?
Is it
Tuesday?
Is
that what it is?
Yeah, because everybody plays on Tuesday.
That's one of our days that it's going to be in the negatives there. That's one of the questionable days here for
Wear your long johns. Well, they got it built in with those built-in snow days. Now putting everybody to play, maybe include it all on the same night. Peterson goes to McEwen. Workman going to track him the whole way, trying to turn up the pressure here after this timeout by Culver. Here comes the trap. McEwen finds Caleb McEwen. Down to Jackson. Banks open. One possession ball game. Brady Wood. He'll dial a three. Brady buckets from the corner. Adam Peterson now with the basketball, caught by the freshman Brady Wood. Has to find somewhere to go. Hot pass right in front of the Triton youngsters. Out of bounds. Triton youngsters being monitored by Vinny Prater.
There's quite a few of them down there. They're taking up that whole row and the highways.
I think what we said in the girls' game, put all those kids together in one little block there.
Oh, yes.
Oh, goodness. The noise from that group would be interesting. So during halftime, stay tuned. The Triton youngsters will get their timeout on the varsity floor. Woodhoyle drives the side of the lane, gets tied up. And a foul call from the far official.
First foul of the night is going to go to Black 22, Jordan Green.
Of course, Abby making her first boys broadcasting.
I did it once last year.
You did do it once last year?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I think she might have.
Oh, she did. Well, there you go.
One game.
Yeah, Swanson going to take a long stride, travels the call. A moving screen on Tanner Woodhoyle is the call.
I'll put Tanner Woodhoyle with his first foul.
So, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say Kenny's in the tropics and Q's.
Oh, and then Arlo just trying to be protected, just not feeling a little under the weather.
Under the weather, okay.
A little under the weather. Little guy. I'll bet Q's watching. Wait for my phone to go off here in about a minute and a half. Jonas McEwen battling, finds Caleb on the far side. McEwen with the runner, can't drop it in. Woodhoyle collects the defensive board. Had a double-double the other night against Glenn. Jackson knocks away. Swanson comes with it, finds Woodhoyle. He drives good, feet, extra pass. Workman's up and in. It's dynamite on that play.
And that's one thing I love to admire and watch about these boys' games. Yes, it's out of character for me to be here and truly sit here and talk about one. But one thing I truly can admire is the head of steam that they play with and this crisp and chemistry that you see within these boys.
And this group, like you said, been playing for years. As Dante Workman with the steal. Back the other way. Jackson to defend him, and Workman goes all the way through him. Up the floor, steps, goes up, but can't finish, and a foul call. What a movement there on that one.
Absolutely. Foul call is going to be on Jonas McEwen. As we saw a relative of his here in the girls' game with Ava McEwen having herself a game.
Different last name. It's McEwen, not McEwen.
Oh, my goodness. I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's also Leah's first night doing a boys game.
Oh, yes.
Of course, Wes is here, but
she's going to be.
It's a lot faster.
She's got to practice for next week because Wes will be gone. Is that right?
Oh,
I think so.
Yeah.
Workman connects on the free throw line. 1 of 2 on that trip. Overmeyer checks in with large on behalf of Riffle. And Wood.
Quintana will come in on behalf of Woodhoyle.
Also checking in last was John Carr and Colton Howard for the Cavaliers. A relative young team for Coach Mosson in his first season. Got some guys who've seen a lot of varsity minutes. Part of that team that played for a sectional championship a couple years ago. McEwen inside the three-point line. He'll work against Swanson. Swanson, a talented defender for this Triton team. Overmeyer eases his way out on Carr. Carr. Backdoor's closed, forces up a jumper, can't get to drop in. Loose ball, and Swanson comes away with it. Swanson attacks in the full court all the way up and lost the basketball, got knocked away. Riffle checks in for Swanson. It's good to see Landon here tonight, feeling better. Not playing, but getting some more rest. Workman finds Overmeyer. Down to Quintana. Isaac finds Caden Large. Elbow jumper's good. Another basket off an assist. Triton's got 4 assists here on these 15 points. Workman battling with McEwen. Intercepted Riffle. 1-on-2 fast break. Elevates, puts it in. The mailman delivers. Steal in the basket. And a 30-second timeout for Drew Mosson. So the two teams take their quick timeout. But of course, these two varsity, I think I like the varsity back to back. I mean, I got to experience half of that the other day when I went and watched Kinsey play. Manchester University. I didn't stay for the boys game. I wanted to go home. There was another college game on that we didn't need to watch, but we did anyways. I'm trying to bring Orion's. You want to see something funny? I hope there's video of us trying to get that couch in Orion's door.
Oh, if my neighbors have cameras, that might be.
Oh, okay. Good grief. Quintana goes up the floor to Riffle. More on that here in just a little bit. Crossing it over, working against Peterson. Takes him off the dribble. Goes to Dante Workman off the forehead and out of bounds. Of course, mom, Lindsay Workman, talking from her spot across the way. Tell him it's all right. His little brother Malachi sitting in the front row right across from us. McEwen stops across the way. Carr by himself. Corner three on the way. Count it. On a nice assist, the freshman connects for 3. Riffle now goes to Overmeyer. To Large underneath the Riffle. Fadeaway jumper at the baseline. Short of the mark, doesn't quite hit the mark. Rebound there for Colton Howard. And Workman going to get called for the foul. Swanson to check in next dead ball. That one thrown away. And then one of these days I'm going to ask Coach Groves if he has a name for these substitutions, if it's like a line change like there's in hockey. You know, like the Miracle, they had the Conehead line. Culver hangs on the basketball. Going wisely, lets that one go. Crossed. Inside a minute to go here in the first quarter. Quick first quarter. 10 points separate the two squads. Carr hit that three a moment ago. Now caught in the corner by Caden Large, and his tight defense forces that one, and Triton comes away with the steal. Riffle up the floor to Brady Wood. One pass, Wood Hoyle. It's up and in. Brady buckets to the collector. Up high, McEwen tracks it down. Now goes back to Caleb McEwen. McEwen hands it off to Carr. Carr goes up to McEwen, finds Caleb in the corner. Caleb to Carr, three-pointer on the way at the buzzer. Can't connect. And Triton will take a 19-7 lead into the second quarter. We'll take a break. Be back here in just a minute, right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
All right, second quarter about to get underway. Triton leads 19-7. Triton in that first quarter, 3 steals with 7 points off of turnovers. For the Cavaliers, 5 points off turnovers. They hit a 3-pointer and then got 2 inside the arc to drop in. Triton 6 of 10 from inside the arc, 2 of 3 from beyond, and their lone trip 1 of 2 from the free throw line to go with their totals.
Without you, we would not be able to extend the classroom to the competition floor.
I wish I could get his list of what he reads all the time. Jordan does such a nice job as a PA announcer.
He does.
He's fun to listen to on Sundays, by the way, if you, at Great Church of Christ. I'm not biased or anything.
I'm biased.
McEwen now goes in to Jordan Green. Swanson intercepts it. 2-on-2 fast break. Swanson takes it himself up and through contact. Puts it in. And Triton strikes first here in the second quarter. Jackson now sizing up Riffle. McEwen now goes to Green. As Caleb McEwen, that's where he goes to the basketball. To Jackson. Fires a 3. Counted for Jackson. It's a second 3-pointer for the Cavaliers. Riffle tries to answer with a 3-pointer of his own. Doesn't quite catch the rim.
Goes out.
But knocked out of bounds, I believe. Was that McEwen? Looks like it.
Yep.
Let me tell you, that's one young man you do not want to leave alone outside the arc. Riffle gets hot. We've seen him just light up the scoreboard from beyond the arc. We've seen him hit him from deep. Brady Wood drives, kicks out. Caden Large, he'll try the corner 3. Counted for Caden Large.
Caden Large for 3.
Jackson now working against Riffle. Good defense by Riffle. Finds McEwen. Jonas looks for Caleb. McEwen's going back and forth with the basketball. Takes a look at the clock, working against now Brady Wood. Steps back for 2. Can't drop it in. Woodhoyo, it's a loose ball, and somehow he gets it to Brady Wood. 1-on-1 fast break with the left hand. It's good. I'll tell you, this Triton team, the way they run the floor and fill the lanes, if you're a fan of basketball, just watch how this group plays with one another, moving in symmetry on the floor.
Absolutely, and that just shows the discipline in themselves and in the coaching staff for what Coach Groves has done for these boys.
Swanson going to get called for the foul. Workman checks in for Riffle, gets a break. Ooh, Carr.
Walked a tightrope there. Oh, my Lord.
Legitimately. I mean, it's got some good soles on them shoes. I'm going to stop there on a dime. I do that. Both knees are going to go. We're done. Jackson on the outside. Brady Wood with some dice defense. Knocks it away from behind. And a foul call on Workman. Workman draws the foul, rather.
And we aren't forgetting to switch to the backboard cameras. We lost those feeds in the girls' game, so we'll get that fixed for Tuesday night.
That foul goes to Braylon Jackson. That will be his team's first of the quarter.
Jackson trying to knock it away from Tanner. Been thought about the 3. Now goes to Woodhoyo outside. Swanson straightaway 3. Back iron. Woodhoyo comes away with the offensive rebound to Workman. What a play between those two. And the Triton youngsters fired up after that one. Jackson. Isaiah Vaca looking to check in. McEwen for 3. Can't get that one to drop in. Large with the rebound. Workman threads it, trying to go back to Woodhoyo. Colton Howard checking in. So Isaiah Vaca checks in on behalf of Caden Large. Hit a 3 at the buzzer at the end of the first quarter a couple nights ago. Jackson tries the 3. Can't connect. Oh, right idea there by Howard to try to get a hand on, but stepped on the baseline. Vaca now in the corner. Skips it. Brady Wood by himself. 3-point on the way. Counted for Brady. Buckets again. Big brother like that one across the way. Was the Lumberjack in attendance tonight. Good to see Braden Cunningham in between the two games. That's my sidekick for football. Vaca now going to lead the fast break. He's going to take it himself. Puts on the brakes, finds Brady Wood again. One more pass to Swanson. Swanson drives. Oh, with the adjustment. Backboard denies it. Brady Wood knocks away in front of the scorer's table. In comes Wayne Reichert on behalf of Tanner Wood-Hoyo. As will Riffle will check in for Swanson. And back in the game is the freshman John Carr. McEwen brings it up the floor. Dante Workman not leaving his side at all. Going to get called for a reach.
Falls on number 5, Dante Workman.
That will be Dante Workman's team's second. Jaden Overmeyer quickly in on behalf of Workman.
Checking in for the Trojans.
And Jason Groves, who we talked about in our post-game interview the other night against Glenn, he said he has been having the depth he has this season he says it's a lot of fun to have.
Absolutely.
You'll never hear me complain about depth.
Absolutely not.
He's excited. He likes to throw at anybody and everybody. He rewards that hard work as Ben McFarland going to check in here in just a minute. Brady Wood up the floor. Leads it to Wayne Reichert. Reichert goes up. Can't connect. Follow through by Wood is good. Nice job by the freshman to follow from behind. Showing off that basketball IQ at a young age. You went with him and Isaiah Vaca, two of the hardest working young men I've ever seen in the game of basketball. They're always in the gym. Jackson retreats back, 2:47 to go here before halftime. Miscommunication on the offensive set as Big Ben McFarland checks in for Brady Wood.
Trojans, number 30, Ben McFarland.
McFarland up the other side. Goes to Riffle. Back to McFarland. Quickly to Vaca. Vaca, he'll spot for 3. Counted for Vaca. Can't leave him alone either. He knows how to work from beyond the arc. Jackson uses the screen. Spots for 3 straight away to answer back. Cannot. Rebound, Jaden Overmeyer. Goes to Riffle. Outside. Vaca again. Count it. Oh, they're going to stay a moving screen on the Trojans.
Quintana looks to check in on behalf of Gage Riffle.
Isaac Quintana. He said 3rd and 4th grades tonight?
Mm-hmm. I think 1st and 2nd was.
Next year Jackson gets to do that.
This is my favorite thing to watch.
Jackson signed up for baseball.
Ooh.
Dad's fired up. McEwen goes in the corner. Carr going to drive on the foul call. Oh, going to step out of bounds.
On that tightrope.
He asked me if I was going to coach. Said, nope, I'm never going to coach my kids.
It's not a bad thing.
Not in a sport.
Not in a sport.
I want to be a fan and watch them. McFarland leads it. Good find by Quintana. Underneath, Reichert Can't connect. Green with the rebound. Wayne's going to connect here sooner or later. McEwen scanning, finds Jonas McEwen. It'll work. I'm telling you what, Peterson goes up, draws the foul. Oh, going to travel.
Call travel.
This Culver group, you got to give them props. I mean, you look down there on the bench, there's not a whole lot. I mean, the depth's not there for them, but these guys are going to battle from start to finish. And Coach Mosson, he's going to reward that hard work. It's a hard-working bunch he has out here this season.
Absolutely, and though you don't see the depth and you don't see the numbers for these boys, you see the hard work that these boys put in and how they display it out here.
Jaden Overmeyer connects on that one. Peterson with the basketball, now goes to Carr. Carr takes off the dribble against Riker, pull-up jumper from the mid-range, can't get it to drop in, good look. Gets it right back, calling for it. The freshman now to drive again. Lost his dribble, regains control, working against Riker. Riker got a piece of it. And Carr going to knock it away. Two kind of got tied up. Howard back in the game. I think that's right.
Colton Howard.
Okay, just making sure. What's the wrong name? McFarland leads it to Quinton outside. Jaden Overmeyer for three. Count it for Overmeyer. McEwen at the buzzer. Oh, straight enough, just not enough distance. And that'll do it for the first half. Triton leads 41-10. And Triton best their season best in the second quarter. 22-19. Of course, we'll have the Triton youngsters. They're going to get going here in a hurry. Do you want to do stats now or you want to wait till they're done?
Well, we got to check to see if they're even right. Yep, they are right. It'll probably take them a second to go, and I'll throw them up there.
Okay. Rebounds, Triton 9-7. Turnovers, 16 for the Cavaliers, 5 for Triton. You kind of see the shooting totals there. Triton shooting. Go ahead for the team leaders.
Sorry.
I'll just take it off so we'll watch them play.
Okay.
So we'll be back. We'll have the players' stats after, right before the start of the third quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be back here after halftime on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. right, about to get our second half underway here. I'm Andrew Harrell. With me here tonight, we've got Abby Veers. We got Caden, Silas, Travis, and Chris, our student team. Clara and Leah. Yeah. Clara and Leah doing our stats for us here tonight. Of course, our player stats for the first half. Going to get to those. Of course, the Triton youngsters doing a nice job. Brady Wood leading all scores with 12 points. Workman and Swanson with 5. Overmeyer with 5. Large with 5. Woodhoyo with 4. Vaca with 3. And Riffle with 2. Jackson with 5 points. Carr with 3. And then 2 points there for McEwen for the Cavaliers here to start this second half. Of course, Triton putting up 22 points, their season best in that quarter, in that second. Of course, the Triton youngsters doing a nice job there in between the break. I recognize some faces, but if I had numbers, I'm telling you, those kids run the floor pretty good for third graders. I'm telling you, look out, Triton future basketball. The future of Triton basketball is pretty bright. Next year, Jax gets to do it.
I'm so excited.
I don't know. I'm pretty fired up about baseball. Dad's.
Oh, yeah.
That was my sport. I'm kind of excited. If you can't tell.
Oh, no, not at all.
So both sides get ready to get started here. Triton will start with the basketball. Workman, Wood, Riffle, Swanson, Woodhoyle, the 5 out there for Triton. Jackson, Peterson, both Caleb and Jonas McEwen out there with Jordan Green, the 5 for the Cavaliers here to start the half. And here we go. Swanson now with the basketball. Works it to Workman. Finds Riffle. Woodhoyle. Nothing in the middle. Out to Riffle. Workman tries the baseline, elevates, can't drop it in, tips it to Woodhoyo. Fighting through. Culver whistled for a foul.
Foul is going to be on number 4, Caleb McEwen. It is going to be his first.
Fouls on number 4, Caleb McEwen.
Woodhoyo receives the inbound, goes up and then draws another foul.
Back-to-back fouls here for the Cavs, as this one will be on Mr. Jordan Green for his team second of the quarter already.
And this will be Triton's second trip to the free throw line all night. Back iron, no good. Make sure Chris knows. Oh, he's got his headset off. We'll have our post-game interviews. Probably going to be with players. I might get a different coach since Jason will have a couple places he has to stop tonight. Swanson pull-up jumper connects.
Julian Swanson.
Jackson with the basketball. Enters the center circle, works to the right. Finds McEwen on the right wing. He'll drive, stops on the baseline in that short corner. Finds Jonas McEwen. Now with the basketball. Tipped away by Workman. Trying with the active hands, really trying to disrupt the ball handler. McEwen triggers the inbound, finds Caleb McEwen. Drives inside, stops on the sideline, elevates, can't connect. Woodhoyle gets the basketball. Swanson, Riffle, catch and shoot 3 on the way. Counted for Riffle. The assist to Julian Swanson. And with that, it should be a running clock the rest of the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Peterson drives side of the lane. Foul call on Triton.
So they're going to pick up their first of the quarter. It is going to be on Julian Swanson, his second.
Fouls on number 10, Julian Swanson.
Peterson out there, the lone senior for this group out there on the floor tonight. A lot of young players for this Culver team. Start building that program as Workman intercepts it back the other way he goes. Foul from behind.
Foul is on McEwen for his second.
And Drew Mosson and Gord Mosson, I mean, two really good coaches down there for that group. I mean, these guys just need to absorb with these two guys, the knowledge from those two. I mean, obviously very successful as their coaching stops. Of course, Drew coached the girls down at Madison Grant for a season. Jackson up the floor. Offensive foul on the Cavaliers.
It is going to be on Adam Peterson as he picks up his first, team's fourth already of this quarter.
Swanson now hands it off to Brady Wood. Back to Swanson. He'll spot for three. Counted for Swanson. Magic from beyond the arc. For Swanson, that's his second three-pointer to drop. Gives him 10, two Triton players in double figures. A foul call on Culver on the screen. Look for Culver here. Just don't look at that scoreboard. Yeah, you know what? There's nothing you can do about that. There's, you know, tonight Triton came out strong, playing strong. They continue to do so. Come out and match their energy. See what you can do out there. I mean, put what coach has taught you out there on the floor. Just
absolutely,
you know, go out and forget the score. Take one bite at a time.
Absolutely. When you come into games like this, you don't want to sit there and you don't want to
Swanson again.
You don't want them to sit here and you don't want to get discouraged. It's going to be hard, absolutely. But you want to take this and you want to turn it into a learning point where you come hungrier for the next game, for the next opportunity you get to showcase what you've learned from the previous one that you just played.
McEwen now in the corner after Julian Swanson now with the game-high 13. Knocked away from Workman. Or by Workman. Drives. Riffle. Corner three. Transition. Mailman delivers again from Dynamite Dante Workman. And here comes the platoon swap. 30-second timeout for the Trojans. Yeah, line shift. Yeah, Jordan is finally starting to catch on. He's kind of getting line change. Yeah, line shift. But you know, for Culver, like I said, you know, listen to this coach. There's a lot of knowledge there, and these guys, very good teachers. I think the world of Drew Mosson and Gordon Mosson. I mean, obviously very successful in their time. Gordon, obviously at Argus and at Glenn. I mean, very successful teams. I mean, obviously he had a guy that's a coach that took his team down to state several times, winning during those trips. But you know, these groups here, you just got to work. Just put the work in. Yeah, you may not have the numbers. Build this, because what's going on right now, some of these Culver youngsters are watching you. You know, whether you graduate or you move on this year or however, building going forward, you have a piece in that to help build this program and bring the numbers back.
Absolutely. They are a player in this game and they're a player in this season, but they are a role model. They are also a role model for the players to come.
Up on top to Green. Quintana. Of course, Triton doing that tonight in front of the youngsters here for their school.
Oh, yeah.
McEwen goes outside to Peterson. Green fell to the floor. McEwen. A moving screen called on the Cavaliers.
22, Jordan Green. That will be his third.
His fourth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think.
That should be.
Should be shooting high.
Should be shooting, but.
Riker rips it away. Jump ball's the call. Culver gets it back. Both of you have elbowed me here in the last like 45 seconds. Am I taking up that much room?
No,
I tried to condense so I didn't
I
crowd
have
you.
trouble sitting still. You know this.
Oh, yeah. Vaca with the rebound.
I was standing the whole second quarter.
Goes to Wayne Reichert. Reichert scanning. Finds McFarland. Across the way to Large. Now Jay Overmeyer going to check in next head ball for Triton. Large looking down in the post, nothing there. Out to Vaca. Here comes the double team. Finds Quintana. Feeds it to Reichert. Reichert kicks it out. Caden Large, corner three on the way. Can't connect. Tipped by McEwen. Reichert gets the offensive board. Outside. Vaca thought about it. McFarland back to Large. Second tries up. Can't drop it in. McFarland elevates, gets the offensive rebound, and draws the foul.
Foul will be on number 3, Black Jackson, as he picks up his second.
Farland good on the first. So Overmeyer will check in on behalf of Wayne Reichert. And Howard will check in for Green. McFarland with some line drive daggers from the free throw line. Jacob Pitney's here tonight.
Mm-hmm. With his new shoulder.
Yeah. And puts on the brakes, leads it down, tipped by Quintana. They come away with it. McFarland up the floor inside the three-point line. Hop step outside. Vaca deep from three. Counted for Vaca. Big game, Isaiah Vaca. Splash again from beyond the arc. Jackson outside working against McFarland. McEwen down to Howard. Three-pointer for Jackson. Can't quite get that one to connect. Overmeyer gets the rebound. Leaves for McFarland. Triton in transition now. In the corner. Vaca. Overmeyer. Now to Vaca. Large. Goes to McFarland. Trying to hold for the final shot here of the quarter. McFarland rolls left. Leaves it for Jay Overmeyer. He has a free lane. Good screen set by Isaac Quintana, clearing space. McEwen at the buzzer on the way. Can't connect. And that'll send us into the third quarter. Triton leads 63-10. We'll take a break. Back here for the fourth quarter right after this.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, so second quarter here of the half about to get underway for the fourth and final quarter. Triton leading here. You know, if you're Culver, yeah, things haven't quite gone your way. Yes, you got a long way to go. This Triton team is loaded. I mean, they're a very good team. Not that this team over here for Culver's not a good team. You just got to find a way to get those pieces to fall into place. You put that work in, and it's all going to come to fruition. The work you put in, you will reap the benefits of that hard work.
Absolutely. This Culver team, being very green, they are putting up a fight here. They are making this Triton team work for everything they've got. And I'm not going to say it's been easy. I mean, we see the scoreboard, we see what it is, but it's not been easy for these guys. Culver doing a very good job defensively, getting on our guys doing what they need to do. And you're sitting here, if you're Culver, like you said, looking in at Triton, a very experienced team. There's not one player on this roster that has not scored tonight, and that just shows the chemistry and the work that this team has put in together.
Actually, there's 3.
Ooh! What?
Count that one. There's 3. Hasn't scored yet for Triton.
Well, Blaine and Patrick doesn't count.
Well, no. Wayne hasn't scored, Isaac hasn't scored, and Colton Large, yet to check in, hasn't scored.
Oh, okay. I saw Colton. I was just going to leave it be, but.
Oh, hey, I was just teasing. I just got to tease you.
There's a lot of them that have scored.
Quintana goes to Reichert, can't connect. And Carr made the last basket for Culver. Carr now top of the key. Works to McEwen. Of course, appreciate Abby doing double duty tonight.
I know, I'm probably not as entertaining as Q, just so you know. Andy does miss you on these boys' game as he is carrying this load.
You are doing just fine. You're doing just fine.
I was talking to friends across the court. I said it's going to be so different because of just how the game is, how much more fast-paced it is than girls, and just all the different technicalities that go into it.
Carr can't quite connect on that one. Jackson gets the rebound. Back out to Carr on the right wing. It's a little bit faster. McFarland trying to draw the charge. Howard connects. Yeah, it's a little more fast-paced. I mean, back in the day when I was doing radio by myself in high school,
yeah,
had to be quick. Had to do my own stats. I didn't have anybody write my stats down or no fancy schmancy screen telling me what my stats were.
That's about what I can do right here is keep track of the.
I always had to go check with Roger in between my games. McFarland for 3. Can't connect. Rebound to Carr. Out to Jackson. 3-pointer. Isaiah Vaca with the defensive board. Tipped. Into the student section.
You see those girls part. Not one of them tried to catch it.
now let's see. What do we have? What do we have? I see a lot of volleyball players down there. Well, technically they're not supposed to catch it.
I was gonna say Alexis, don't have faith in her to catch a ball, but
now,
Morgan, hey.
Oh boy. Reichert looking for his first points. Gets it there. Connects on that one. Hour goes out to Jackson. Into the corner. Carr. Off the dribble. Outside. McEwen. He'll try the drive. Leads it down in to Green. Jackson now settling in. High pass. Carr tracks it down. But, Let's say he stepped out.
I thought it was a smart play.
I was going to say, I wasn't quite sure what was going on. So Quintana back in the game for Overmeyer. And Jonas McEwen back in the game for Caleb McEwen.
I just realized we had brothers.
Don't worry, I got it. Yeah, when Kenny's doing stats and clicking, I have to say first names when there's multiple same last names.
Yeah.
I do that on purpose. Got to decipher it. Reichert underneath, outside, Caden Large dials a 3. Can't drop it in. McEwen gets the rebound, and him and Reichert entangle. Foul call is on Wayne Reichert.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
That'll be his first, only first of the quarter as well.
You've done fine. It's just a little bit faster. You're doing fine. No complaints.
No complaints.
So I was hoping Ryan was going to put his headset back on so we could talk about the fun event of trying to get that couch moved in his house. It was an interesting feat.
When was this?
Doors had to come off hinges.
Oh, my goodness.
It was cold. I had to go home to get dollies and carts that are still in my van that have not been removed yet. Knocked away from Quintana. Back of the floor. Goes McFarland. Up high. Alley-oop. Can't drop it in. McEwen back the other way. It was entertaining trying to get Caden to lift. Orion was trying to lift.
You got Caden trying to lift?
We got the couch at the door, and I said, how attached are you to this thing? McEwen up, can't connect. Quintana with the rebound. I said, this looks like something we need to put out here and say free. But it's okay. We got it installed. We all survived. Quintana banks open, and one opportunity coming for Quintana. Jackson called for the foul. Now Colton Large. Jackson for his brother. Those are brothers, just so you know.
I got that much. I go to church with them. I can remember that much.
Oh, we got to give Abby a hard time. Of course, I got some traveling ahead for you. And gets 3 points the old-fashioned way for Quintana.
Mom said I'm tired after tonight.
Oh, you're fine. I've done worse things. I've been mispronounced someone's name for about 3/4 of a volleyball game. It's okay. Mm-hmm. It happens. Carr drives, side of the lane, hop step up, banks open. What a nice play there by the freshman. Triton with their highest point total on the season. Riker thought about it, now to Overmeyer. Colton Large, the last Trojan, still looking to score. Quintana with a nice play in the middle. Pretty move there for him. McEwen working against Jaden Overmeyer. Stops, puts on the brakes. Outside to Carr. Carr now drives, working against Isaiah Vaca. Stepping back, stepping into it. Got Vaca to leave his feet. Stumbles. Quintana comes away with the rebound. Vaca in transition. Dials a three. Oh, can't connect again. McEwen stops. Goes to Carr. Final minute of the ball game nearing. Triton looking to stay undefeated in conference play. McFarland checks in for Jaden Overmeyer. Colton Large just took a look at the clock. He acts like this is my first game. I got this. I got this. Carr off the mark. 37 seconds and counting. Let's see what we get for an interview tonight. And Triton's going to let the clock run out as they will pick up.
You see these two down here? Isaiah and McEwen have themselves a little fun here.
Just a little chatter. Here comes the trap.
Here's Carr.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Vaca playing along. So we'll have some post-game interviews. We'll have to do it off the side of the floor because they're got to get us up for wrestling. So Triton wins here 72-16. Picks up their 9th win of the year and their 4th in conference play and their 2nd win against a sectional opponent. We'll take a break and I'll go down for our player interviews. Abby, you can read off the player. You can read off the stats.
Okay. Oh, Lord, who put me in charge of this? Thank you. I'm reading stats. Right, and for tonight, final score, of course, 72-16. Triton, 57 within field goals, 57% within 3 points, and 5 for 9 on free throws. I'm talking. Sorry about that. And then Culver tonight with 24% on field goals and 18% on three-pointers. And for scoring tonight, we have Carr 7, Jackson 5, and McEwen and Howard both with 2. And here for Triton tonight, we have Swanson with 13, Brady Wood right behind him with 12, Jaden Overmeyer with 9, Gage Riffle 8, Workman and Vaca both with 6. Large and Quintana both with 5. With Hoyo has 4. And then Riker and McFarland have 2.
You guys do a good job, man.
Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, well, we're here with Coach Caleb Ochin, first season as JV head coach here at Triton. Of course, you guys got a long break here. I mean, going into next week, I mean, a week from tomorrow, you guys get to play again. For this group here, that long lull, what kind of things do you guys work on to at least stay fresh with this much time off?
Sure. I mean, a couple things. We'll be competitive. We really want to drive into our players a sense of winning and losing, right? And so we want everything. There's a punishment anytime you lose, right? So we're trying to instill that. We're also trying to instill offensively doing things on purpose within our freedom. I give our guys a lot of freedom offensively to go make plays. We have sets that we can use, but a big part of being a basketball player is not being a robot. And so helping our guys think conceptually, finding purpose, doing things, playing inside out, seeing the second layer of defense, all those things are just things that we're trying to work on right now and during our week and a half lull. Right.
Well, exactly. I mean, that much time off in this group, like I said, we started calling the JV games because watching these guys, it kind of reminds you of some of those teams that are just the way they move the ball. I mean, sometimes I think they could be blindfolded and they'll find each other on the floor. As a coach, your first year here doing that, that's got to be something to be pretty excited about.
Yeah, you know, I only have 6 guys. I got 7 with Brady when he comes down, and I know I'm spoiled. Like, this is a fun group. They understand the game very well. Obviously, the varsity's bigger, faster, stronger at times, but really in practice, like, they hold their own, they compete, they share the ball, and so it's been a joy for me in my first year.
And then, like you said, those practices, I know I talked to a few of the players. I know things can get pretty heated. I mean, you go back and talk to some of these great teams, and you hear the interviews and how practice were. They're always competitive. I mean, obviously, Jordan and the Bulls, they were always competitive. Mm-hmm. How important is that, especially not just for your guys, but that you guys are helping this varsity team really find success here early in the season?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you know, we're going up and down, we're competing, and honestly, I think at times me and the guys, our JV guys, they like that more than some of the games that we've seen this year. And that's, you know, you got to play who's on your schedule. But at the same time, you know, you might have to play defense against the varsity group for 30 minutes in a row because we're working on a certain thing for the varsity. And so I've thanked these guys a lot so far because it's not easy to compete and then go play defense for 30 minutes and then you got to sit out and watch for a while because it's not your turn. Yeah. And so these guys know that their time is coming. They know that they're getting better, and my goal is to, you know, and my job is to help develop them so that they can really be an asset to Groves a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now.
Well, you guys are obviously doing that, Caleb. I'll let you get out of here and do some nice things. But a lot of fun to watch this group and excited for you in the future with your coaching career. So
thank you. Happy to be here.
Appreciate it. Yeah. It looks like we're going to get Dante eventually here. Ready to roll? We're live.
Yes, sir. All right.
Well, now we're here with Dynamite Dante Workman. And, you know, Dante, this group coming in, you know, not having Landon has kind of hurt just a little bit. But yet, for your leadership the other night, not feeling well, we're going to go back to that LaVille game. Your presence in that game, yeah, you didn't score points, but that leadership, how important was that to this group?
Yeah, you know, I really didn't want to let the guys down. I knew I wasn't feeling too great, but I knew also what I could bring even if I wasn't out there 100%, and that's the leadership and, you know, trying to help the younger guys out and getting everything set in motion. I still felt like I could play some good defense, so I tried to guard Comm for a little bit. So I just tried to do what I could, try to help out the team.
And talk about, I know we talk about the chemistry with this group. You guys have been playing together for a long time, but how important is that chemistry and that off-season work? You guys all do this work together is really helping your guys' development and making you such a great team.
Yeah, it's great because chemistry builds trust, and when we have trust, obviously great things happen on the court. So the off season's big. You know, we go down to Super Hoops. We all hang out for a weekend and spend the night and just have a great time. So we like to connect and bond and just have a good time with each other.
You know, as a senior, I know we've done these interviews probably since what? You're back to a freshman. I think we interviewed you as a freshman, right?
So, yeah.
So 4 straight years of this. You know, obviously you've seen a lot here on the floor as a Triton Trojan. Something right there that has stuck with you. That's that one memory that was probably your favorite thus far as a Triton Trojan.
Got to be the game winner against Culver. Got to be the game winner. You know, I tell my grandkids about that one.
Yeah, you're going to have to. I mean, well, if YouTube is still around, you can still go back and check that.
Oh, yeah. You know, I still remember the call in my head, watching it on YouTube about 10 times, you know. I remember it, but, yeah, that's probably my favorite.
No, Dante, like I said, there's a lot of things that are special. You had the Triton youngsters out here. Obviously, you played since you were one of those kids that were sitting there in that front row. What advice do you give to these young kids that are looking to you and watching you guys as the group that's a senior group on their way out?
I would definitely say the number one thing for me, at least, is hustle and hard work. You know, you might not be the most skilled, the most gifted, the most talented, but if you work hard and you hustle, that's half of it right there. So a lot of it's mental. Just got to play hard and hustle. That's what I love to do.
Well, and that's what great players do. I mean, the hard work and hustle. Yeah, some guys may be more talented, but that hard work and hustle, those are the guys that you see, and they're the most important guys on the floor, and the guys that can be that it factor, as I like to say. And obviously, you have a whole group of it factors down there on that bench. Go about, what, 13 deep down there on the bench?
And you know, the thing is I know as a player what I can do, you know, for the younger guys. So, like, I know I'm not the best shooter necessarily, the best scorer even, but I know I can bring a lot of facilitating, a lot of great defense, and just hard work.
Absolutely. Well, best luck to you guys next week in Bayou County. Of course, you got to face Culver again, then the trip back up to LaVille, and so long week, a couple long weeks coming up here.
A lot of good basketball to play.
Well, hopefully the weather stays nice. We don't have any trouble and keep everything straight. So we're going to hang it up here from the Trojan Trench, and until next time, remember the Trojan way. So Workman knocks that one, and Triton will start with the tip. Swanson goes up, can't draw the foul. Hoyle collects it and puts it in. Swanson for 3. Magic Swanson for the opening 3-point basket. I like talking basketball with her. She's a lot of fun to talk basketball with. Okay, scratch that. We're going to keep the interviews going now. We got Jason. So, Coach, you know, tonight with this group here, I mean, playing against one of your former players, I know a guy who's been on your coaching staff. I mean, we talked about that the other night. It's kind of a fun matchup to get to go coach against someone you know really well.
It is. I mean, that's what you want to see out of your players, and you know, to go on and move on and do good things. And you know, I know Drew has a tough job ahead of him here. You know, just rebuilding the program and getting going. But you know, it's nice to see him get this job, and you know, hopefully he can have some success there, but not against us.
Well, yeah, just not against you. I mean, of course, like we kept talking about the coaching tree, of course, starting with your coach, Coach Mosson. I mean, how cool is that you have an entire coaching tree just basically alongside the floor? That's not something you get to see very often.
No, it's not. You know, that's one thing he talked about. He's like, let's get a picture. I goes, I forgot my phone. I want to take a picture of us. And it's special, you know, to be able to, you know, I coached against him, with him, you know, and you know, just to be able to compete against each other, it's really special. You know, I have a lot of fond memories of playing for Gordon, and you know, he was a big mentor in my life and kind of affected me in a really positive way. And so, you know, it's nice to be able to play against him and just compete.
So Bayou County, of course, next week, that long weekend, of course, sometimes things happen with weather and all this, the schedule changing around. That's a long week. I mean, talk about what you do to get those guys mentally prepared going into that.
Yeah, I mean, I think they know what's ahead of them. I mean, we got a big week next week. It's always something we circle at the beginning of the year. You know, we got conference, Bayou County, and sectional, and so, you know, that it's Bayou County week. And, you know, our kids, we haven't won this in a while, and I think our kids are hungry. They're enjoying it, I think. They're playing well together, and so that's nice to see a lot of smiles tonight, and you know, hopefully we can continue that next week.
Yeah, there was a lot of smiles. I mean, everybody was going crazy. I mean, even some of those guys, like you said, the hard work. You're seeing guys like Isaac Quintana doing a lot of nice things. Ben McFarland doing nice things. Like we said, that depth has got to be something huge. And you know, I know how much you love that depth. We've talked about it every game. But you know, for these kids that are down here that are watching the youngsters that got to play tonight, watching these guys. As your program with that many kids out there, that's got to be something awesome to see that you're ahead of.
Yeah, it is. You know, I think we're getting to where, you know, almost all our guys are playing hard all the time. And you know, you mentioned Ben McFarland and Isaiah Vaca, Isaac Quintana. Those three specifically have been busting their tails in practice. I mean, they're making our starters better. They're making us a better team, and they're getting better themselves because of it. And so, you know, I told their other coaches, I'm like, we got to get these three some meaningful minutes in games, because they're just busting their tails and making us better, and that's what you got to have as a team. You know, it's everybody's a contributor on your team. Doesn't matter if you're playing, you know, the entire game, or, you know, maybe a little just spot here and there. And so, you know, I think this team gets that, you know, for the most part, and so that's really nice to see.
Well, Coach, I'll let you get out of here tonight. We're going to hang it up here from the Trojan Trench, and until next time, remember the Trojan way. So Workman knocks that one, and Triton will start with the tip. Swanson goes up, can't draw the foul. Woodhoyle collects it and puts it in. Swanson for three. Magic Swanson for the opening three-point basket. I like talking basketball with her. She's a lot of fun to talk basketball with.
She's a lot of fun.
Workman comes away. Brady Wood, cruise control up and puts it in. Finds Caleb McEwen. Down to Jackson Banks open. One possession ball game, Brady. One possession ball game, Brady Wood. He'll dial a three. Brady buckets from the corner. Woodhoyle, he drives good. Feed extra pass. Workman's up and in. It's dynamite on that play. Down to Quintana. Isaac finds Caden Large. Elbow jumper's good. Intercepted Riffle. 1-on-2 fast break. Elevates. Puts it in. The mailman delivers. Stops across the way. Carr by himself. Corner three on the way. Count it. Riffle up the floor to Brady Wood. One pass. Woodhoyle. It's up and in. Brady buckets to Caleb in the corner. Caleb to Carr, three-pointer on the way at the buzzer. Can't connect. And Triton will take a 19-7 lead into the second quarter. 2-on-2 fast break. Swanson takes it himself up and through contact. To Jackson. Fires a three. Counted for Jackson. Brady Wood drives, kicks out. Caden Large. He'll try the corner three. Counted for Caden Large. Ball, and somehow he gets it to Brady Wood. 1-on-1 fast break with the left hand. It's good. Woodhoyle comes away with the offensive rebound to Workman. What a play between those two. Skips it. Brady Wood by himself. Three-point on the way. Counted for Brady buckets. I'm going to check in here in just a minute. Brady Wood up the floor. Leads it to Wayne Reichert. Reichert goes up. Can't connect. Follow through by Wood is good. Nice job by the freshman. Vaca, he'll spot for three. Counted for Vaca. Goes to Riffle. Outside. Vaca again. Count it. Oh, they're going to stay a moving screen on the Trojans.
Absolutely, and though you don't see the depth and you don't see the numbers for these boys, you see
Quinton outside. Jaden Overmeyer for three. Count it for Overmeyer. McEwen at the buzzer. Oh, straight enough, just not enough distance. Coach Jason will have a couple places he has to stop tonight. Swanson pull-up jumper, connects. Swanson, Riffle, catch and shoot three on the way. Counted for Riffle. Back to Swanson. He'll spot for three. Counted for Swanson. Magic.
You come into games like this, you don't want to sit there and you don't want to
Swanson again.
You don't.
Drives. Riffle, corner three, transition. Mailman delivers again. Three-point line, hop step. Outside. Vaca, deep from three. Counted for Vaca. Big game. Jane Overmeyer. He has a free lane. Good screen set by Isaac Quintana, clearing space. McEwen at the buzzer on the way. Can't connect. And that'll send us into the third quarter. Triton leads 63-10. We'll take a break.
On this roster that has not scored tonight, and that just shows the chemistry and the work that this team has put in together.
Actually, there's three.
Oh, what?
Count that one.
Oh, okay. I saw Colton.
It's a little bit faster. McFarland trying to draw the charge. Howard connects. Reichert looking for his first points. Gets it there. We all survived. Quintana banks open. And one opportunity coming. Oh, we got to give Abby a hard time. Of course, I got some traveling ahead for you. And our drive, side lane, hop step up, banks open. What a nice play there by the freshman. Colton Large, the last Trojan still looking to score. Quintana with a nice play in the middle.